Sound to your mind.
Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Breathe. I stay quiet as I light on my loud light. Breathe. I balance diet, I'm just trying to get my pounds right. Shouts all on my team, I need more than a mattress support in my dreams. Could grab a few Zeds like I'm falling asleep, but I don't wanna wake for the morning grief. Breathe. Tears drop to the form in the sea. A broke heart, but it's worn in my sleeve. Never listened, I was warned in my teens, but I still skipped school, I was taught in the streets. Ring back, don't call for police. Stand tall, don't fall for the beast. Got issues with trust, so I'm born to believe. We've been a victim of love and now we're caught in it deep. Breathe.
Yes, people, what's happening? And welcome back to Gav Goes In. Listen, England, all-time 11 from 1995 until the current year. So again, we have been doing a couple of these now. You know, I say we've done France, we've done Brazil, we have done Netherlands as well. Obviously, moving on to England, and then we've got, I believe, Belgium straight after this. So yeah, listen, enjoying these ones, man. And this England one, you know what? I think this England one is not going to be simple, but for me, there's a lot of players. There's quite a few players in there that, you know, definitely have to be in this all-time 11, man. So yeah, it should be good. But anyway, Fitz, man, what you saying? You all good?
Yeah, man. Same old same. Trying to get by, you know, another one, innit?
I hear it, man. I hear it. How's the weather been down for you, man?
To be fair, it's been like mad. Like it's not like hot, but it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that humid type of like. It's just too much, man. But like I say, Lionel Messi. Cheers for the slush machine, and yes, this is a bucket of slush with a full handle and everything. Like, bro,
what's that saying? Is that nice,
bro? It's going off. I swear.
Oh, serious?
It's going off. I've got so many banging flavors there. It's ridiculous.
Listen, enjoy that, man. Enjoy,
bro.
Enjoy.
Man grew up this whole time thinking it was blue raspberry and strawberry, and that's it. To find out all these fucking exotic flavors, bro, it's crazy. It's going right.
Listen, you know, I'm about to get one of them myself, man. But make sure they're on hand, man. Come next week, because heat wave again, you know. So
yeah. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I just know what this summer's gonna be. So I was like, you know what, I've got to do it. The amount of money that I'm spending on ice lollies and ice creams and that for the kids anyway, I was like, oh fuck it, let me just get a slush machine, cause that's gonna be the one. And so far, bro, best purchase I've made this year. I absolutely killed it.
Nah, why not, man? Why not? Hot weather like this, man. You need something like that, innit? As I said, man, I'm gonna have to look at getting one myself, man, because yeah, looks good, man. Big up to Babs One Diva, big up to Foxy Danny each and every time. Guys, we are gonna get into it right now. So yeah, listen, England all-time 11 from 95. Obviously, England beating Congo yesterday, and we will get into the England-Congo talk straight after, once we finish devising our team. And again, make sure, guys, when you come through, you smash that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're new, and help us get our players, man, in this lineup, because it's going to be difficult. But listen, your input is much welcome. So let's see what we can do. Fitz, what you going for the formation?
Oh, to be fair, because it's England, it's got to be either a 4-4-2 or the 4-4-1-1. But if it's a 4-4-2, essentially one of the nines is going to be a 10 anyway, innit? So
this is what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking, is there a way we could do a number 10 and two strikers, or?
Only way we can do that is if we're gonna do the three in the middle, but know that the two of them are wingers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd be happy to do that, because to be fair, I've got more options up front than I have in the middle.
Right, let me just see something quickly. Let me see. The only problem is though, yeah. I'm trying to think, can we get away with no wingers?
No, nah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
Yeah,
to be fair, if you wanted to play three in the middle when we get there,
yeah.
we can either say fuck it, the two at the sides are going to be wings or not. But to be fair, I've got guys put down for wings that could probably play centre mid anyway.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Do you know what? I'm stuck because this is difficult. So I'm thinking, what? So are we going with two central midfielders?
Now, well, all I know is one definitely in there, innit? But I'll be happy to sacrifice one centre mid to get in an extra striker. And that's what I'm saying. Like the two that I've got down for the wings essentially could play in the middle anyway. You know what I mean? So it just depends on whether you want them to play in the middle as part of a midfield three, or
Yeah,
if you wanted them to be essentially wingers with just one centre mid.
I hear you. You know what?
Okay,
I'm gonna let you pick this formation, bro. I'll let you pick, man, because I'm stuck.
So fuck it. I'm gonna say 4-3-1-2.
4-3. So number 10 and two strikers, yeah.
Yeah, and then basically that midfield three, we can decide when we get there whether the sides are going to be wings or not. In it.
All right, cool. Because the thing is, I know the player you're thinking that can play centrally.
Now you know one of them.
Oh shit! Actually, yeah. Okay, yeah. This gonna be fucked. All right, listen, we'll figure it out anyway.
I got you, bro.
Right,
I got you, don't worry.
So 4-3-1-2, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's go to goal. Obviously, goalkeepers. Now, I think if we're being serious, yeah, I want to say, yeah, that because let's face it, none of these keepers have won anything, by the way, yeah. But maybe all four of them have a chance of getting in this team. And I think it's probably the first time where all four of them, you know, you wouldn't really be dissatisfied picking any one of them. So I've gone with David Seaman.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I was just gonna say it's mad you've got 4 names down because that's what I've got down here. Like, but go on, I hear your 4.
I've got 4 down here because I think any one of them could be a number 1. Because England haven't won anything with these keepers, but they've got further in tournaments with certain players. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. A lot of these positions, there's one name down, might be 2. There's only the fucking literally everywhere's got only 2 people.
Yeah.
Other than the fucking keeper, where there's 4.
Yeah.
Just because there's nothing between them.
Pickford, Hart, and James.
I've got Hart, Seaman, James, and Robinson.
Yeah. What? No Pickford, no?
Nah.
So the thing is, yeah, I don't rate Pickford like that, yeah, but I think when it comes to England, he has been consistent.
Nah, I hear it, but
yeah,
fucking hell, like every 2 years he's been consistent. Like
yeah.
And to be fair, how consistent? Because we've not won nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, I hear it. I think it's more to do with because England have got to semi-finals and finals, and again, we all know that the path that England have had in it to get to these finals has been an easy path. But I'm more looking at, he has been. You would have to say he's been part of that, Jordan Pickford, and at times he has pulled off some good saves for England, in it. So
no, he has. But
yeah,
the thing is, for me, like, what separates Pickford from Paul Robinson, for example? Yeah, both of them, because Paul Robinson was playing at smaller clubs, considering like he wasn't a top 4 keeper type of thing. You know what I mean? Fucking him and Pickford, essentially the same thing. The only thing was that Paul Robinson was in an era where there was more quality about, you know what I mean? Pickford only stands out because there's a lack of quality in the game. For
Yeah.
me, like if Pickford was utter quality, he would not be playing for the club he plays for.
I hear that, but then sometimes you can say when you've got it so good at a place, you know, he knows he's going to play week in, week out. You know,
No,
he's
but
on
as
a
a keeper,
on a decent wage as well.
no,
You
but
know,
that's what I'm
sometimes
saying.
them things play a part.
As a keeper, if you're a top keeper, you're gonna play
Mm.
week in, week out anyway because there's
One
there's
position.
you get the one shirt. You get me, like
Yeah, yeah,
bro. It's not a case of is just comfortable where he is because he knows he's getting game time. Like if you're a top
yeah.
keeper, you're gonna get minutes anywhere. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like that was the whole point in why Van der Sar left Juve, because when Buffon came in, there's one spot.
Yeah,
Buffon's just come in. He's younger. He's Italian. They're clearly gonna prefer him. I need to
mm.
leave. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
Mm.
as simple as that. If you're a top quality keeper, though, you'll always find your way somewhere. You know what I mean? You might
Yeah.
have to take a step down.
Do you, the thing with Pickford though, yeah, the thing with Pickford, do you think it's more of a case that he's just capitalized on a poor error, like a lot of these players?
Yeah, really, because that like
Mm.
realistically, I'm not like I don't want to take aim at any specific player, but there's the majority of these players. There might be one or two that might get into what we call the golden era of English football. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Mm.
And for me, Pickford's not necessarily one of them. Because end of the day, at least David Seaman was playing at Arsenal. He was winning
Yeah.
Premier League titles and competing for Premier League titles. You
Mm.
know what I mean? He was picking up a lot more silverware at club level than Pickford. You know what I mean? And he had
Yeah.
a much higher reputation in the global game as well. I don't think there's strikers out there that are looking at Jordan Pickford thinking, "Fucking hell, we've got to come up against him."
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
no. To be fair, yeah, I'll make you
Uh,
right on that one. I'm
uh,
just saying Pickford
Even
does
David
deserve
James.
somewhat of a shout purely because you know he's been the number one for a while, and as much as I don't rate Jordan Pickford, you know he has come up, you know, trumps for England at times, you know, and
I
that's why
hear it.
he's in there.
I
But
hear
again,
it.
all these keepers haven't won anything. So
For
I mean,
me though,
David Seaman was the number one for years. David James again. I think David James was probably underrated, you know, but
yeah,
they
yeah.
always deemed him as being, you know,
He
prone to
made
a
a few
mistake.
bad mistakes in an England
Yeah,
shirt, and that was the end of his career, really.
yeah,
Innit?
yeah, yeah.
He still
Exactly.
played, obviously, but he was written off. For
Yeah,
me though, out of the lot of them, I'd probably go for Joe Hart, even though he's a City player and all like that. I probably would go for him just for the like. He was a decent enough keeper, and
yeah,
on top of it, if you actually listen to I don't listen to many of these pundits, but when you actually listen to him, my
yeah.
man actually is on point with quite a lot of the things that his observations and the things that he notices. So
Yeah, I've heard him say a couple of things to be fair, and
that's
at least he kind of knows what he's on about.
Yeah, bro. So for
Yeah.
me, yeah,
Mm.
I'm leaning more towards Joe Hart.
See, I'm leaning more towards David Seaman, if anything, because I think David Seaman and David James. I don't think there's much in it personally. I think a lot of people would say David Seaman over David James, but David James was a very good keeper. Just that, as I said, like they deemed him as being prone to a mistake, very much like you know Andy Cole needs 5 chances to score a goal, very much that kind of thing in it.
Yeah,
Um, and again, Pickford, as I said, we mentioned already. But I think on this one, yeah, I'm literally happy to go with anyone because there's no one really for me that stands out in the sense of they've won anything. Um, so yeah, I'm happy to go with either keeper really. I'm not fussed.
yeah. To be fair, I'm pretty much the same. Like I'm leaning more towards Joe Hart, but Joe Hart or Seaman both. Like
Should we just go with Joe Hart then?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see what the majority vote go for over Joe Hart and David
All right.
Seaman. Because, like I say, for me, there's not much in it. Like I say, you basically go in at club level if you really want to try and separate them in it.
Yeah.
Well, I know we've got a fair few Arsenal fans that are usually in the chat, so it's probably going to go towards Seaman. But recency bias does normally play a part, so be interesting
Yeah.
this.
I've got a thing a lot would actually say Pickford. Guys, if you're in the chat, yeah, let us know. England's all-time goalkeeper from 95. We've got David Seaman, Joe Hart, Jordan Pickford, or David James. Obviously, I've put Joe Hart in there, but if there's anyone that thinks it should be a different keeper, then yeah, let us know. Let us know, and then we'll change it towards the end. But anyway, let's get on to the defense anyway. So obviously, you've got two players for, is it each fullback position?
Yeah, well, I've got two for right back and one for left back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, let's just
get the left back in it. We know who that is.
I think, listen, I've put names down. Yeah, I've got Leighton Baines, I've got Luke Shaw, Stuart Pearce, and Danny Rose. Yeah,
no Winterburn, no.
Huh?
No Nigel Winterburn, no.
Fuck him, man. When Di Canio put it on him, man, he didn't fancy it. That's why he didn't make it. That's why he didn't make it. Nah, forget him, man. Him and Dixon can go to hell, man. Dixon's one of the worst commentators I've ever seen. That guy frustrates the life out of me, honestly. So yeah, just based on that, man, them guys don't get into this. No way. And they're Arsenal as well. So yeah, you've got to be serious. But yeah, listen, all those left backs there, all decent. Well, to be fair, they're all good left backs in their own right. You know, I thought Danny Rose at a time when he was playing for both Tottenham and for England was one of the best left backs in the league, if not the best left back in the league. You know, Stuart Pearce, you know, the tough man at left back as well. I actually thought Stuart Pearce was decent. You know, he was known as like that solid left back. You know, I don't think he was great going forward, but he was a very good defender, to be fair.
Yeah. Nah, to be fair, it was his reputation. It preceded him, didn't it? Like, obviously, everyone called him Psycho, innit? So
Psycho, yeah.
He was always screaming at guys and that. So it's like, yeah, he was one of the Roy Keane, Vinnie Jones. Like, he was one of that ilk.
Yeah.
So
100%, yeah. And again, when you like, especially in this country, yeah, when they get players like that, they just latch onto players like that. You know what I'm trying to say? So.
But it's mad though, because they latch onto them until it don't suit them. Like the way that they did Vinnie Jones was bad. Like they loved him for his hard man shit, and the next thing it was like, nah, he's a hooligan, get him out of the game. Like, wait, that season you loved him.
Bro, so you know, yeah, you know what, yeah, I was crying, I was in stitches, yeah, when I watched the compilation of Vinnie Jones, yeah, bro, that guy, yeah, should have done jail time for what he done on that pitch. Bro, I've never seen nothing like that, yeah? What he was doing, yeah? And what made it worse is that he was doing it on purpose and then just smiling and laughing.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. That was the era where the first one was free. You get me? Lay it in nice and early. The ref won't have the balls to do nothing. Like, he did that, funnily enough, a year after, he was working on a building site. Yeah, and then a year later, he's in an FA Cup final and took out Liverpool's top dog in like the first 17 seconds, bro.
Bro, that guy had me crying. I'm telling you. The thing is that, yeah, you know what made me laugh at him, yeah, is that he'll do it on purpose, yeah, and he's still arguing. Like, what are you arguing about?
Yeah.
It made no sense. Yeah.
Fucking, the guy is fucked. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen a lot of highlights of Vinnie Jones and that way. It's like,
Vinnie Jones, yeah. I swear to God, man, he was a demon. Bro, when you're just pushing into someone or just taking them out, yeah, and you're smiling and arguing, it's like, yeah, you're tapped, because that don't make no sense. That knows no sense, man. But he was a character, innit? But Stuart Pearce was like, I won't say he was Vinnie Jones, yeah, but he was kind of like that way, innit? You know, that kind of hard man.
But the thing is, though, with Stuart Pearce, like Vinnie Jones was a decent footballer, like average, like not average for his era, but average of just talent. You know what I'm saying? But Stuart Pearce was actually a good footballer. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he did have a bit of technique. He did have a little bit of like game about him. You know what I mean? Vinnie Jones was very much just a brute in it.
Yeah. And again, Stuart Pearce was very good from free kicks as well, and no, from penalties. Yeah, very good from penalties. So
yeah. And to be fair, he ended up going on to coach and doing a lot like within the game as well in it. So like I say, he wasn't just a brute. Like he had a rep, but he could actually play. But it's but when we're talking left back though, there's only the one person that it could ever be. Like,
yeah, I mean, listen, Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole, when he was in the Premier League, was always amongst the best left backs in the league, innit? And I think there's not really much to say about Ashley Coleman. He was very consistent, you know, and again, he was part of that Chelsea backline that was just impenetrable, man, really. And he was a massive part of that because, as I said, like, you know, I've only seen probably one player just do him, you know, and that was Ronaldinho. Remember when Brazil played England and Ronaldinho done a step over and Ashley Cole's body went one way and his head was the other way, you know what I'm trying to say? So Ronaldinho just took the piss, and that's Ronaldinho. But his battles with Ronaldo, man, was, you know, some of the best battles you'll see in Premier League history, really, innit? And, you know, Ashley Cole was at times coming out, you know, on top of Ronaldo in that sense.
Yeah.
You know, and this was a young Ronaldo, tricky, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I remember a few times Ashley Cole coming out the winner of that duel.
Yeah. Nah, he was a very good left back, man. As I say, I would love to put Patrice Evra over Ashley Cole, but I think Ashley Cole probably just edges Evra, if we're honest. Because Ashley Cole could defend and attack. Evra could as well, but I think you probably say Ashley Cole was slightly a bit more reliable. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, he goes in there easy, man. Let's move to right back here. And I know you've probably got two names, yeah? Now, I've put, oh, shit. Actually, wait, okay, let's be serious. Right, I put four names in there, yeah? Glenn Johnson, worthy mention. You know, obviously Glenn Johnson coming from West Ham, you know. Glenn Johnson actually started off as a centre-back, believe it or not, yeah? And then obviously transitioned to right back, obviously played for Portsmouth as well. I've put Reece James in there because, for me, Reece James, for me, should become, in my opinion, England's best ever right back. But a lot of it's going to come down to how much is he going to be available for England. You know, he's got an injury at the moment. They're saying he might be back from Mexico. But in terms of ability, like, he stands alone for me, Reece James, as a right back. I don't think there's been a better right back in terms of what Reece James offers from quality, and he's very good defensively as well. But again, Danny Olmo, unlucky. But yeah, I think it's obviously going to be between two players, yeah? And I actually think we're going to be the opposite. You're going to go for the other, I'm going to go for one, yeah? Obviously, Gary Neville and Carl Walker. Who are you going for?
I didn't even have Neville down.
Are you serious?
Deadly.
You're lying.
Bro, I had Micah Richards.
Oh, and Kyle
Walker.
I 1-0. Mark Cucurella.
It's not happened. I'm on that Northern service. It's not quite popped off yet.
I think they're giving. Wait, are they giving the
corner
foul?
To take.
I think they're giving the foul.
But
giving the foul. Yeah.
Like I say, for me,
yeah,
because I remember when Richards, like, it's funny to say because obviously the meme and that, but when he burst on the scene, fucking, like, bro, he looked twice the fullback that Gary Neville did. You know what I mean? So
to be fair, I actually forgot about Michael Richards.
Yeah, bro. For me, when he was young, He looked a fucking beast. He looked
Yeah,
an
yeah,
absolute beast. He had
yeah,
pace on him. He had fucking like so much strength. Like
yeah,
he was actually good. But
yeah.
for me, it's gonna come down to consistency for this one. I'll probably having to lean towards Walker in it.
Yeah, Walker was going to be my pick anyway because,
Yeah.
as I said, I think the only player personally that can trouble Walker is Reece James, but that depends on Reece James staying fit. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
Trent Alexander-Arnold, not for me. Kieran Trippier, the same, not for me. As I said, I think Richards for me wasn't a natural footballer. You know what I mean? But he was physical, he was quick. You know, but I think Carl Walker could match that. So
yeah,
when you got Carl Walker that can match Michael Richards' physicality and his pace, it kind of nullifies Richards not getting in there.
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
That's the thing for me. Like,
Yeah,
as much as I would like to fucking just play United bias all day, like
yeah.
I've never really rated Gary Neville. Like Phil Neville had a better chance at left back than Gary Neville did at right back. I'll be
What?
that
Yeah.
that's how I feel on it.
You know what it is now, yeah. But again, I put Gary Neville in this list because, yeah, I think he's just in this list because he's everywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like because
Yeah,
he's everywhere, you think, oh yeah, I'll just put Neville down there. But let's face it, Neville was he was a great professional, but a shocking footballer. You know what I'm trying to say? And I think he'll
yeah,
be the first to say that. But he just maximized what he had, didn't it? But for me,
yeah,
he was never gonna be first choice really for right back in this team because Reece James is better than him. But then people might say, well, Gary Neville's played longer for England. Carl Walker's better than him, and then Richards probably is as well. So it's probably an easy decision. I think Reece James should go down as the best right back for England, but again, it depends on how available he is. But I think at this moment in time now, yeah, it's going to be Carl Walker in it.
yeah.
So yeah, let's put him in there. Yeah, Carl Walker. To be fair, man, he and again he improved a lot, man. Oh,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
save. Yeah, he improved a lot, man. So but yeah, nah, he definitely goes in there. Right, let's move on to centre back. I got a feeling, yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah. Let's just narrow it down, yeah, to players that are not gonna be in there. So Harry Maguire, again, I put him down there, yeah, because of his big match, you know, goals for England and obviously United as well. But again, he's going up against centre backs really that he has no chance of getting in front of, innit? So Harry Maguire is gone. Chris Smalling, I put him in there as well. Not quite sure why. You know, maybe I want to add a bit of color to it. I don't know, but nah, Chris Smalling was earmarked to be the next Rio, and that didn't happen. So let's move on. Gary Cahill. You know what? Gary Cahill was actually a decent centre back. He was actually a decent centre back. You know, I think he was underrated, and I think he was underrated because he was at Chelsea with John Terry in it. But you know, Cahill was actually good, and he was actually a starter for England as well. But I think if we're being serious, he don't get in either. And then we've got three names here that. Right, let's go to Ledley King. Yeah, Ledley King was as good as the other centre backs on this list that we're going to go through. Yeah, but the only thing with Ledley King was injuries. So I think just being fair, Ledley King can't get in there. But Ledley King was every bit as good as any of these defenders. And I think had Ledley King have stayed fit, he would have been, in my opinion, better than probably all these centre backs. Because Ledley King could defend, he had pace, he was strong, he could read the game, he was technical. I'd liken Ledley King actually, yeah, to a Virgil van Dijk. He's like the Virgil van Dijk of that era. I know
I've
you don't
never
rate
heard
Van Dijk.
someone disrespect Ledley so much.
Wait. Here where I'm going with this, yeah. When I was saying he's like Ledley King, in terms of what Van Dijk has on the ball, Ledley King had that as well.
Yeah. But Ledley was a defender.
Yeah, I hear it. So, but again, because he was unavailable for the majority of the time, he probably misses out, yeah. And then you've got Tony Adams. And again, Adams was a good defender, a leader. But can I put Adams in this list ahead of the others? I don't know. So then we go to 4 players, yeah? And really it's between 3 of them. I think I put John Stones in there because I actually think John Stones, he's underrated. He's actually a very good defender, and he struggled when he first came into when he first came to to Man City. He struggled, and with England as well. But he actually turned out to be, in terms of that generation for defenders, he was a standout one. But let's be honest, yeah, it's between Rio, Terry, and Sol Campbell. Yeah, out of those 3, and I think I know where you're going to go with this. Yeah, who's the undisputed that has to be in there? And I'm cool with going with either.
The undisputed for me, it's Rio in it, but there's 2 undisputed out of them 3, and it's my partnership there with Rio and Campbell, isn't it?
1-0. Go on.
Like for me, the centre back pairing all day. Like Rio's as fucking like as much of a shoe in as Soul is. You know what I mean? Cause for me, I understand. Like obviously, all these man right foot. I understand Terry used to play on the left and he trained from like academy days to be part of the left hand side.
Yeah,
but that's where Sol Campbell played same way. Because Sol Campbell came in to replace fucking what's his name? Fucking Keown.
Yeah.
He came in to partner with fucking Tony Adams at the end of fucking Arsenal. He was basically Keown. Like Keown went to back up for Sol Campbell. Yeah, and Sol Campbell was fucking essentially playing on the left-hand side next to Tony Adams for the first chunk of his Arsenal career. And then I'm pretty certain he just stayed there like for the remainder. I'm pretty certain he played on the left side of the centre-back pairing pretty like say about 70% of his career. So for me, like I'm not taking John Terry just because my man played on the left-hand side. Like, he's right-footed. Same way, Sol Campbell right-footed, but he could play on the left-hand side. So
yeah,
I'm taking
Sol.
So.
So just based on that, yeah, do you think Sol Campbell is more of is as much as a certainty as Rio?
Yeah.
And what would you say though? Yeah, that Rio. Okay, let's break it down. Yeah, what do you think Rio has over John Terry?
He's just better technically. He was better technically. His reading of the game, his passing. Like this, and to be fair, I feel like he was actually quicker than Terry as well.
Who Rio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rio was quicker than Terry. Yeah, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. So he's got like 4 or 5 attributes straight off the top of the head that he's already beating Terry. And then when we then go and do the flip side of it and look at Sol Campbell versus Terry, for me, Sol Campbell, like they're both strong, but Sol Campbell's strength was better. His fucking man marking was better. Fucking, to be totally honest, I feel like his actually like his tackling ability was better.
Yeah.
Like he would come away with the ball pretty much anytime he went in for a challenge. Like I know like one of the only times that he didn't get the fucking ball is where fucking Rooney dived for that penalty, innit?
Yeah, I remember.
Like I say, fucking even that it was a die. Like my man didn't take the play, even though he didn't time his challenge correctly. He didn't take the player. Like he was phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. Fucking John Terry for me. He was just he was the Jude Bellingham of that era kind of thing. You know what I mean? He was one of those type of the media loved him. PR machine was fully behind him. He could do no wrong. Look at
Yep.
bro. My man racially abused Anton, and Rio never got capped again. Rio was vice captain. Never got capped again after he racially abused Anton. What
Bro,
the
you know what?
fuck?
You know what? Yeah, only this country that can happen.
Trust me, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. For me, John Terry, like, yes, he was a good defender, but
Yeah.
not as good as everyone fucking likes to make out. Like, he doesn't belong in a conversation with fucking Rio and Vidic and them, man. He doesn't.
The thing is, though, with me, with John Terry, yeah, and like I think the best way to kind of separate all three of them is that if you're picking an 11 and you've got Rio, Terry, and Campbell, yeah, I think who's the difference out of all three of them? You'd have to say Rio. Why is that? Rio's got good recovery pace. He's very good on the ball. And as a centre back, in terms of the centre back that I like to watch centre backs that are comfortable on the ball to bring the ball out, into midfield and start playing. So Rio has that over Terry and Sol Campbell for me, because Rio can do
Rio's
that.
passing ability was fucking ridiculous as well.
It was, but his passing ability was different to John Terry's, because Rio very rarely used to spray the ball, whereas John Terry loved that diagonal, yeah. But with Rio could step into midfield and play it into midfield and into the attack. But again, he had the added extra of being able to recover as well. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I look at Rio and Campbell and Terry, and Rio's the difference maker in terms of all those three. So he definitely gets in. And where I look at Sol Campbell and John Terry was more technical than Sol Campbell. Yeah. As I said, he was underrated with his passing, John Terry. And John Terry could read the game. But Sol Campbell has strength. He has the pace over John Terry. And if you've got Rio's elegance on the ball to spray passes and he can play, do you actually need a John Terry for that? Because Sol Campbell was very good in the air as well.
Yeah.
And so was John Terry. But
you see, when I look at them three there, I look at it like this. Rio used to make people that he played with look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whoever he was paired with, they looked good next to him.
Yeah.
Same with Sol. You know what I mean? Sol, he basically, for different reasons, they carried the centre-back pairings. When you look at John Terry, for England, he had Rio next to him.
Yeah.
And at Chelsea, he had Carvalho next to him. For me, he was never the best centre back out of the centre back pairing that he was in.
I think this is the thing at Chelsea, though. Yeah, I think they would have said John Terry was the best centre back because he's the captain, he's Mr. Chelsea in their eyes, isn't it? But a lot of the times, Ricardo Carvalho was like an unsung hero. He was never going to be given the praise.
If you could only pick one of them man to start off to build your centre back pairing, you're taking Ricardo, innit?
Yeah. Personally, I would,
and that's the thing. And if you then
again, Ricardo Carvalho, had very good recovery pace.
Yeah, like him and Rio were very similar in a sense. But that's what I'm saying. So the same rules apply when you go to England. You look at Terry centre back pairings at England. You're gonna take Rio first. So for me, that's all you need to know, that John Terry wasn't like the rocket centre back that everybody likes to make out. He was very lucky to have been partnered with who he was partnered with. Yeah, because I don't know if he'd have shone the same way if he'd have had to have played next to like a Tony Adams, who great centre back, but I don't know if John Terry would have looked all that next to a Tony Adams. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're right. So what we're saying, Rio and Sol, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, to be fair, I'm happy with that, man, because I think, as I said, I think nothing against John Terry, because John Terry was actually a very good defender, but it's more of a case of Rio goes in there because he's different, and then if you're picking between Sol Campbell and John Terry, what does John Terry really have over Sol Campbell, other than being a better footballing defender. But then you've got Rio for that. So because what does he excel at John Terry? What does he excel at Sol Campbell at? That's how you can kind of look at it, innit?
Yeah. And like the only few things that he does have over Sol Campbell, Rio's already providing that. So
that's what I mean, yeah. That's what I mean.
It,
yeah. Cool, man. But yeah, listen, Sol Campbell, man, what a defender he was, you know. But I mean, he's kind of his accolade for being a good defender, man, was managing fucking Macclesfield Town, man. They took the piss. You know what I mean?
Sure, man.
Took the piss. You know, John Terry, Gerrard, Lampard, these guys were given everything. Sol Campbell, what does he get?
Bro, and that's the thing. I've said it before, innit? Like, my brother was playing for them at the time. Like, Sol Campbell had to buy his way into that. He had to promise to put his own money into training facilities and all the rest of it just to get that opportunity.
That's mad. That's mad. And the thing is, where is he now?
Bro, but that's the thing. He didn't invest quick enough and they got rid of him. So he probably got blacklisted from there.
But you know what makes me laugh about all that, is that, like, I think you'll try your best to not look at it like this, but it is what it is, How the hell, is his first job Macclesfield Town, and he's in that situation where he's having to invest his own money into it? Like, you can't tell me that these things are not, not done on purpose.
Of course, man. Of course.
It's not like Sol Campbell was Carlton Palmer. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yo, we discussed this fucking I can't remember. It was a couple. Like, it must have been a couple months ago. But someone was like, nah, it's not that bad. It can't be. And then obviously they must have gone and checked. I think there was one black manager out of like 93 teams in England. It's like, bro, that's what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy.
It's not a coincidence that these stats are actually a thing. You know what I mean?
Ooh, what a free kick off the bar.
Literally just
That's a goal.
your
Yamal missed. Good save. One sec. Hey, what a free kick. Was that Alex Baina with the free kick? Yamal should have scored that, but yeah. Go on, what you saying?
I'm just waiting to see it myself now. Wait a sec. I'm on that northern time, innit? 1 sec.
Yeah, what a free kick, Baina, off the bar.
Fucking hell.
A great strike, innit? And then Yamal should have scored.
Oh, fucking hell.
Defense, good save. It was a good save. It's a good save. But yeah, guys, listen, we're going to move it on. Obviously, the back four: Sol Campbell, Rio Ferdinand, Ashley Cole at left back, Carl Walker at right back, and Joe Hart in goal. Guys, if there's any other defenders that you feel should be in this all-time 11 for England, 95 to present, then let us know in the chat. Obviously, we've given our reasons for why we've gone for all four of those. But if there's anyone else that you feel should be in this team, then let us know. But we're going to move on to the midfield anyway. Now, the easiest pick here for this midfield is not really going to be a surprise. Now, we've got the center player. And when we're looking at center midfielders, we're looking at someone that can conduct a midfield, and I've literally got, bro, I've got four players, but
there's only one ginger maestro.
It's just honorable mentions, I've put in Jack Wilshere, because I'm looking at someone that can dictate the tempo of a game, and Jack Wilshere could do that. I remember when Jack Wilshere was playing, obviously for Arsenal against Barca. These guys were saying that he can go and play for Barcelona, and if you remember the famous quote by Pep said he's got about 10 Jack Wilsheres in the academy, and he meant that, by the way. I think it was just a case of England fans getting carried away because they had never seen a player like Wilshere, left-footed of that height, doing what he was doing. But again, the Spanish national team have players like that rolling out. And when we do Spain's all-time team as well,
that's a headache,
bro. A headache. I think we have to do that team, and just let everyone know, man. Just what kind of talent that nation had in midfield because, bro, I was going through that. I've got all the teams together, yeah, all the players together, yeah, bro. That midfield don't make no sense. How can you have so many good players in one position? And the funny thing is, all those players in Spain, will start for any other nation.
Yeah.
And they'll start comfortably, by the way.
100%.
Like, it makes no sense. But listen, we're not going to ruin it because we'll go on to that once we do the Spain team. But that's going to be enjoyable, boy. But yeah, listen, Joe, honorable mention for Jack Wilshere. Honorable mention as well for Gareth Barry, another one. You know, Gareth Barry, very underrated. You know, obviously once held the record for the most appearances in the Premier League. Obviously beaten by James Milner. But really for me, it was between two players. Michael Carrick, but it's going to be Paul Scholes because Carrick was a bad boy. Another guy that was underrated, yeah. But listen, Paul Scholes weren't English. His commentary's English, but him, the player, he's not English.
No, what though, yeah. I've got to say, the more I listen to Paul Scholes, because I watch that podcast he does with Nicky Butt in it. I can't.
Oh yeah.
Like some of the shit, I just don't like. I can't fuck with, but a lot of this shit, bro, he is the most typical Mancunian I've ever come across. Bro, someone sent me a clip, yeah, and it's this brother talking about sandwiches for like 3 minutes straight, just naming shit that you put on a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Bro, the guy just, bro, it had me in stitches. When I'm saying the guy's just, he's mank. He's through and through,
bro,
mank.
There was a reason why Ferguson hid him away from the cameras, man, talking. There's a reason for that.
But you know what's crazy about him, though, yeah? Like, I was fucking watching one, and he's talking about, he doesn't listen to music. He doesn't like music. He don't do nothing to do with music. He's not asked. They're asking, what if you had one last song to play before your time's up, what would you play? He's like, why would I do that? Like, bro, the fuck do you mean? Just pick a song? Like, would you not pick?
No, but bro, you know what I'm laughing? Yeah, you know what I'm laughing? Yeah, because that's such a great response. It's like, because he's not conforming. It's like he's not like everyone else. Like that will make up something. It's like, why would I do that?
He was asking him about his favorite films, and that he's like, I don't watch films; they're too long. He's like, the best film I've ever watched was a film called Phone Booth, and I've watched the film. Yeah, he's like, and that's only because it was like an hour long, and it was just in one location. This guy's fucked. This guy's fucked.
He don't give a damn.
Scholesy is an absolute G, but he's like, bro, I don't know how the fuck anyone has put up with him for as long as they have done, because he would drive me fucking insane, I swear.
Bro, you know what it is with Scholes now, yeah? He's one of the worst pundits out there, yeah, in terms of what he says, yeah. But it just shows you, innit, man, you can be a great footballer, but an absolute criminal pundit. Because some of the things he comes out with, it's like, you didn't watch the game, did you, Paul? You didn't watch the game, innit? But it's obvious. He's obviously didn't watch the game. But because he's Paul Scholes, he's gonna say rubbish and he's gonna play on the heartstrings, especially of United fans, innit? But sometimes he just talks nonsense. But as a footballer, as I said, bro, he wasn't English, because England shouldn't produce midfielders that are that cultured like him.
But
you know what I'm trying to say?
The craziest thing as well with him, like my man, like he had so many health issues, like he's asthmatic.
See, I didn't even know that. Didn't even know that,
bro. He's asthmatic. He had issues with his knees. The issues with his knees, I think, was a reason why he was so short as well, innit? Like he actually, he had a few physical, proper issues, innit? Yeah. All I can think is, imagine if this guy was in a Paul Pogba type body, like just 100% fit and good to go, like fucking scary to think. Just
the thing with Scholes as well, though, as we know, innit, like for him to come through as a striker, and then slowly revert back to playing as a 10 and then into central midfield, and be, for me, arguably the best ever midfielder England has produced. It just goes a long way to show how talented he is, isn't it? And the way that he played just fitted in with the Xavis, the Iniestas, You know, the Xabi Alonso's midfielders like that can just spray the ball and keep it for fun. And he fitted into that. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, man, he's and what makes me laugh? What's something that made me laugh? Yeah, Sven-Göran Eriksson had the cheek to play this guy left wing because he wanted to fit in Gerrard and Lampard. Like, and what the reason why you have to, I mean, obviously he's no longer here, in it, but that's besides the point. The reason why you have to think to yourself it's odd what Ericsson was doing, yeah, because I would expect that type of behavior from an English person. You know, let's get Gerrard and Lampard in the middle, they score goals, but having it from a Swede and he was still doing that, yeah, didn't make any sense, man. And for Paul Scholes to be playing left wing and they're allowing Gerrard and Scott and Lampard to be playing centrally, you know, sometimes if you're Paul Scholes and you're that good, you know, he probably should have gone as far as saying, look, you either play me here or I'm just not going to play. Because he was that good to command that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Nah, trust me. But that's the thing, though. Scholes, it like you can tell he was just. That's why Fergie loved him, because he just get on with his job. You know what I mean? He might be pissed off about it, but he'd still just get on with his job and do his. You know what I mean? But again, that would have been the influence, and not just Ferguson, but being so close to Roy Keane and being under the fucking wing of Cantona and that. It's like, oh, you play your part, you do what the gaffer tells you, and you know what I mean? If you play 2 minutes or 90 minutes, you give it your all, innit? So Scholes is not that type of guy where he would have done that. I think that's why he just ended up saying fuck it and just retiring, innit? Just refused, because I know a couple of managers after he retired from international tried to call him back up, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing it." Like, I swear, McLaren tried to call him back up, and he said no.
Yeah, but again, why would you, man? He's done his time with England, you know.
Yeah, and to be fair, like he already knew, like the PR machines behind two other players. You're only playing it's a 4-4-2 type of thing. I'm not getting in that team in my natural position. So why am I coming to just get aggro and stick for not playing as good as I do for United when I'm being forced out of position? Fuck it, you get me. But
again, what it shows you as well, is that the foresight from England wasn't there, because you know, England, if England had three midfielders that they desperately wanted to play, you mean to tell me that they couldn't devise a formation, you know, where Paul Scholes is playing centrally? Like, because I guarantee if Paul Scholes was Spanish, there's no way he's playing left wing, by the way. No way. You know, Zidane played left midfield in a 4 for Real Madrid. But again, Zidane was tall in it, so it's probably a bit different. But the way Paul Scholes played, you can see this guy was a central midfield player. And they had him doing up left wing chores before. I swear he was overtaken by Trevor Sinclair or something like that. You know what I'm trying to say? It was embarrassing, man.
But that's the thing, though. When you're playing a man clearly out of position, you can't really knock him for fucking being overtaken by Trevor Sinclair, because at least Trevor Sinclair's playing in his natural fucking position. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
It's one of them, man. Put Cantona at centre back. Fucking John Terry will take him out of his position. You get me? Because it's fucking it's his natural position. But fuck me, it's just a testament of how fucking backwards every manager got it. Because even going back to Glenn Hoddle fucked it up drastically. Like my man, fucking World Cup '98 first game, he tried to fucking bench Bex. Everyone kicked off. He finally fucking played him. Bex performed. Then obviously he stuck by Bex. But then the second that Bex got the red card, stuck it on him about, he's a fucking what did he call him now? Some stupid boy or something, in it, to the media. It's like, yo, bro, how the fuck is the England manager this shit? And then we replace him with fucking Sven, and Sven's just as fucking backwards with shit. Like, I'm gonna put potentially the best midfielder in England on the fucking wing.
Yeah,
for what? Like, for what? Like, it was almost like sabotage. I don't give a fuck when you actually deep it and you look at the players that got capped so much, and you look at where they played certain people, and you just think, this it had to be sabotage.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense, man. It made no sense. But again, I think it kind of shows you just how backwards England was at that time, innit? Because as I said, like if they had 3 players that they desperately wanted to play, of those 3, you mean to tell me you couldn't devise a formation to play those 3 all centrally? If it
Thing
meant,
is,
not playing a winger, etc., or playing
uh,
with
they
one less
definitely
striker.
was. And the thing is, there was a way because obviously I know full well they definitely wanted to try and get Bex into the team, but as we all know, Bex could play a central role same way, so he didn't
Yeah,
have to be out wide. So you
yeah,
could have easily tried to accommodate. Because when you've got Bex, Scholes, Gerrard, and Lampard that can all play central roles,
yeah,
you can fucking work something out there. I don't care whether it's Gerrard's gonna be the centre who's doing a bit of defensive work because he had a bit more defensive work rate in him. Then you put fucking Scholes and fucking Bex in the centre, and then you put Lampard up in the 10 or something. Like, however the fuck you've got to arrange it, you can work something out. You know what I mean? Like, but like I say, fucking, it just feels when you look back on it now, it had to be sabotage. I don't care what anybody tells me, cause you look at some of the players that got consistently capped and some of the players that never got capped, and then you look at where they decided to play people and the games that certain people played in. You think, this doesn't make sense.
yeah.
Like, look
No,
at
I
the
agree.
squad that they've just took to this one. It doesn't make sense. It feels like sabotage when you really look at it. You're like,
What the thing is, I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's very obvious what Tuchel's gone for, innit? You know what I mean?
you can see the thinking behind the squad, but the thing that doesn't make sense to me is where's Plan B?
There ain't.
Because that's
Bro,
what I'm saying. Like, you
it's
even
what we've been
mentioned it
saying.
on the last watch along when he made his subs. They're so predictable because everything's like for like.
Yep,
You get me?
yep,
It's pace on the wings for pace on the wings. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But
There's
listen,
no.
let's get into that after, innit?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
get
yeah.
through this team, and we'll discuss that after because there's obviously a lot to say, innit?
But yeah. But the fact that Scholes was so fucking underused and wasn't used as a key part of the England team whilst they had him available is
yeah,
fucking criminal. And every manager that was in charge during that period needs fucking looking into because they were
yeah,
definitely on someone's payroll to fuck up that.
yeah. I agree, man. It made no sense, but listen, there's nothing denying, man. That this guy for me is one of the all-time greatest midfielders, not just for England, but of his generation. Like he was that good, Paul Scholes, and
100.
yeah, man, he definitely goes in there. Now,
Now,
should
on the
we should
sides
we
of it,
do should we do the number 10 and the other 2 midfielders as well all together? Because I'll be honest with you, I think there's a few players in contention, and
well,
we're probably
yeah,
going to be the
because
same on a couple of them.
yeah, because like
Yeah,
basically. Fucking for me, like whether the 2 at the side of Scholes are going to be wingers or not, like I
yeah,
say,
yeah.
the 2 that I've got in mind, because as much as I would have loved to have thrown John Barnes out on the left, he retired from international in '95. So even though he just about fit the criteria,
Okay,
he's not really in. You know what I mean?
okay. So the thing is that kind of makes it a bit more easy then, because
Yeah,
I thought you was going Barnes, yeah, but then I think if we're gonna do the wingers, let's narrow it down, innit? So I've put names like Aaron Lennon, Sean Wright Phillips, Steve McManaman, and Joe Cole. I think all those get left out, and then I've got Grealish and Sterling. Yeah. And I think, they don't get in. So really, we're looking at between Beckham, Rooney, Gascoigne, and Gerrard.
yeah. And for me,
Is that what we're looking? Yeah.
yeah, and for me, Gascoigne used to
Oh,
play on
sorry,
the left
I've got
for
I've got
England.
Dele Alli, but he obviously won't get in there either.
Yeah. Nah, but
Yeah,
Gascoigne used to play out on the left for England
yeah,
anyway. So he's the shout that I was going for on the left, but
yeah,
obviously could play. If you wanted to have Bex on the right and Gascoigne on the left, they can both, whether they want to turn into wingers or they want to stay central,
yeah.
like it works either way. And then you've got space for Rooney in the 10, which is just perfect, isn't it?
So we're gonna okay. So out of Gascoigne, Gerrard, Beckham, and Rooney, who's the undisputed one? Just so we know, we can just narrow it down to the other to three for
But
two.
out of Beckham, Gascoigne, Rooney,
Rooney
and
and
Gerrard.
Gerrard. Yeah,
Well, I think the first undisputed has got to be Beckham, just for the fact of he was England captain for so long. He was monumental to so many fucking international tournaments. Like fucking everyone remembers the free kick that's got us into the fucking
against Greece.
Euros.
Yeah,
Yeah, the penalty against Argentina after the World Cup after he got sent off. Fucking even that World Cup '98, there were some big moments before he got sent off that he pulled through for us. So I feel like Beckham's got to be, but
yeah,
right behind him's Gascoigne.
yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
so the thing is, yeah, we're looking at Steven Gerrard missing out.
Yeah, it's either Gerrard or Rooney that misses out. And for me, even though Rooney, we discussed this the other day, only won England, only one World Cup goal and all that, but it's well, for me in the 10, I'm probably going to be more inclined to go Rooney.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you've got either Rooney or Gascoigne in it in the 10,
Yeah,
basically,
but I feel
Gascoigne has to probably be in there anyway.
yeah, but that's the thing.
So we're going Gascoigne, Rooney, not Rooney, Gerrard.
Yeah, I because for me, Gascoigne, don't forget, like Gascoigne was seen as like the hope for England. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know some of that stuff does fall in competitions before, but like Euro '96, he was monumental. He was gonna there was big talk about whether he was still gonna be able to be the guy for us in '98 and stuff like that. So Gascoigne's got to be there, but
Bro, I remember watching Gascoigne for Rangers. Yeah, the guy was just doing some madness. I can't even lie. What's happening?
Gascoigne, like, and that again, you look at some of the goals that he scored, like the goal that he scored against Scotland.
Yeah,
bro, absolutely fucking ridiculous. And
he was a bad boy,
that's
man.
what I'm saying. Like, for me, Gascoigne is like, you see the type of player that we've missed out on taking this year. We'll touch on it later, obviously, but like Gascoigne's one of those type of, he will
100%. Yeah, 100%.
He would give England what Harry Kane gave us against fucking Congo. You know what I mean? Like he'll give
In a different way, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like you say, in a different way, in it. But he'll be able to produce those kind of moments that just create something from nowhere for you and just pull it back for you, innit? And like, for me, Gerrard was very good at that at Liverpool, but I don't remember too many moments in an England shirt where he did that.
No, but you know what? See Steven Gerrard, yeah? Gerrard was a good player, but a lot of the makeup of Gerrard was because he was action man. And again, because, you know, fans in this country love players that fly into tackles, they're high energy. So Gerrard is right up their street, innit? You know, he's a try hard, he sprays the diagonals, he's very much that. You know, they would feel a lot more closer to a Gerrard than they would a Paul Scholes. Because Paul Scholes plays like a continental type of football. You know what I'm trying to say? So they'll feel closer to Gerrard, but Gerrard should never have played centrally over Paul Scholes. It never should have happened. But we know why Gerrard and Lampard was in there, because Lampard had the goals Gerrard was action man. So unfortunately, because Paul Scholes was the cultured one got moved out to the side. And that isn't just a problem with the national team. That was a problem in the academies. That was a problem everywhere. You know what I'm trying to say? Where the smallest player, because he's not the biggest and because he's not the most physical, he gets shifted out wide. And they wonder why they can't win games. Like it's madness. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So yeah, man, I think Gerrard was good, but if you're looking at Beckham, because really you're either going to go Gerrard or Beckham when you actually think about it.
Yeah. But
and obviously
me,
Beckham was
Beckham
was ridiculous, man. Unsung hero, you know. And I think Beckham, Beckham's someone that is slept on as well. I don't think people give him the ratings he deserves.
Yeah, because people remember Beckham and just remember, he had a good cross and he fucking good free kick. But my man could pick a pass from nowhere. My man's shooting ability as well. Like some of the goals my man bagged, like people forget. I had this convo couple weeks back. In fact, the Giggs goal against Arsenal in '99, where fucking Vieira set him up on the halfway line.
The finish. The finish.
Yeah, bro. If you go back and fucking watch, Beckham scored an absolute banger before that. No one remembers anything about it because of his goal. But you look at some of the goals Beck scored, ridiculous. Like even I swear, the game that we won the league in '99, Andy Cole. Obviously, everyone remembers the winner where he chipped it over fucking Ian Walker in it. But again, Beck's scored an absolute banger before that. No one remembers it because
I think what it is, it's because it came to be expected of him, innit?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. For all the different things that Beckham could bring to the table, most people remember that he always had different hairstyles and he was a good free kick taker. Like, no one really gives him the true respect. And bro, the fact of like, if you look at some of the teams that he played for and the things that he won, the players that he played alongside and captained, bro, the man was a fucking leader, you know. The man had some ridiculous qualities just to his personality, and that's before you even look at what he could do with a football.
Yeah,
absolute fucking legend. Like, not enough respect put on him, man.
He was Beckham was serious, man. Like, there's no denying that, you know. So, but anyway, let's move it on to the strikers now.
You might as well get the main man in there. You know what I'm going, bro. Come on now.
Listen. Let's go, because I like to narrow it down, innit? Yeah.
All right.
And
let's see who's gonna be his partner.
Let's just take out the ones that are not gonna make it. Yeah. Big up to Danny Welbeck. You know, Welbeck having a swan song, you know, of a career right now in the Premier League, doing what he's doing with Brighton. And you know what people need to look at. Yeah, go and have a look at Danny Welbeck's record for England. Have you seen his record for England?
Nah, but I know it, and I do remember him bagging a couple, and a couple times his braces as well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see his numbers are pretty decent.
Give me 1 minute, yeah. I'm gonna read it out to you now. His record. Yeah? I don't think many people actually remember his record. And again, it'd be interesting to see how many starts he's had. So, one sec. 1 second. I swear he had more than that. I swear he had more than that. 1 second. So, I thought he had more than that, yeah. But he's got He got 16 goals in 42 appearances.
Yeah, but he only
So he got-
started in 26.
Whoa, if he started 26 and he's got 16, that's even better than. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say? So he got
Sub
six.
appearances. He's had
Yeah,
16 sub appearances, and
yeah.
obviously they can be fucking 2 minutes of a game. You know what I mean? Like,
There you go. So he got 6 goals in 10 European Championship qualifying games, 5 in 18 friendlies, 4 in 10 FIFA World Cup qualifying. He got one goal in 3 games in the Euros, and he had 0 goals in 1 World Cup final. So 16 goals in 42 appearances, which to be fair is not that bad. And as I say, how many starts are they? They were 26 starts then.
yeah, 26 starts.
Yeah. So again, that's actually decent. Yeah. But again, Welbeck's not going to make it, but honorable mention, you know. You have to say honorable mentions as well to Ian Wright, to Daniel Sturridge,
And to
Jermaine
be
Defoe.
fair, people also, because Ian Wright's always on the fucking TV and that, people forget how much of a bad man Ian Wright actually was. Like, Ian Wright was
Bro,
fucking
you know how bad it was now, yeah? Back in the day, you know, I used to have rewriting the record. Ian Wright's when he broke the goal scoring record. I used to have rewriting the record, and I tell you now, yeah, some of the goals this guy scored, like some of the goals he scored, like were elite finishes. Left foot, right foot. Like Ian Wright was a top striker. He was, but again, it's one of them things where there's other players that were just always going to be ahead of him. Again, never had the career that he should have had for England, like many others, you know. But I think, yeah, he's not going to make this lineup because.
And the thing is that the one thing that
really, Dublin.
No, the one thing that really goes against Wright is obviously he come into the game so late. It's like Jamie Vardy's got no chance of getting into this because as good of a striker that he is,
yeah, Vardy went on my list.
He come into the game way too late, really, innit? Obviously, like a lot, like basically what 99% of footballers come through the academy and the ball in professionally at 16, 17. You know what I mean? Fucking Ian Wright was a Sunday League player until his mid-20s, right? Like, you can't really expect his stats to live up to some of like the elite strikers that are alongside him in this conversation, isn't it? Like, it's unfortunate because to be fair, if he'd have come through an academy and would have broke out at 17, bro, his numbers could have been ridiculous. Like,
they would have been because Ian Wright, man, is a terrible pundit, but bro, when it comes to scoring goals, this guy was like, I was asking you, I had his video rewriting the record, and this guy, you would have thought he was the best striker in the world at some of the finishes he was doing, like left foot, right foot, easy, like he was that good, man. But again, as I said, he never got the career for England that he should have had, and we know why that is. But again, he's a worthy mention. So Sturridge, Welbeck, Jermaine Defoe, Ian Wright, Teddy Sheringham. Sheringham was a good player, to be fair, but you know, should it have been Sheringham and Shearer for the partnership? Well, we know why they were doing that, but it amounted to nothing. You know, Robbie Fowler, Robbie Fowler was my favorite striker in the Premier League. I see him destroy United, bro. You remember that game? Bro, I watched him destroy United. It didn't make sense. Didn't make sense some of the finishes that guy was doing off his left foot. And
I've watched him destroy pretty much every Premier League team he was up against at one time or another.
Yeah, bro, he was fucking ridiculous, Robbie Fowler.
Seen him do some nasty shit to Arsenal as well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, he was ridiculous, man. Like, and the thing is, I remember watching a documentary on, because I didn't realize that Robbie Fowler was from some tough part in Liverpool, man. A tougher state in Liverpool.
Yeah, he's proper from the ends, isn't it?
Bro, I see the documentary. Yeah, I didn't realize, man. But yeah, he was ridiculous, man. Like that left foot, yeah. It didn't make any sense, man. How technical he was, and this is what I'm trying to say to you, yeah. When you got players like that, and you mean to tell me, I mean, how many caps did Robbie Fowler get for England? That's what I want to know.
It was only like 20 something. One set, I'll tell you right now.
That's a disgrace. Big up to Niche fan as well. Says I agree with the team apart from Gascoigne. Yeah, listen. You see this team here, yeah. This team's a problem. Like, it's a problem. We're gonna go through the strikers in a minute.
26 caps.
But how many starts?
One sec.
I bet you got less than 10 starts.
11 starts.
Bro, that's ridiculous, man.
Bro,
a player that's talented in 11 starts.
Bro, it's a joke.
Ridiculous.
It's
ridiculous.
Joke.
Yeah, them kind of things make me angry because Robbie Fowler was different, man. Like
this one, bro.
What left footed striker have you seen for England apart from Daniel Sturridge? You know,
can't think of one. But fucking hell, the options have been thin, innit?
Oh, bro.
No wonder we always struggled on that left.
Storage. Yeah. It's madness, man. Shearer and Sheringham when we beat Netherlands 4-1 in Euro 96 were unbelievable. Yeah, they could have been unbelievable, man, but it amounted to nothing.
Seen Letitia and Cole.
Bro, Letitia. You know the funny thing is, Fitch, yeah, he's not even on my list, yeah, because the guy just wasn't used. I mean, the guy scored a hat-trick for the B team on his debut, and he still never got a look in. You know what I'm trying to say?
So this
like it doesn't make sense. But listen, let's just narrow it down, yeah. So it's between Harry Kane, Andy Cole, Michael Owen, and Alan Shearer. Now, you see Michael Owen, yeah? Michael Owen wasn't my type of striker, yeah? But this guy was devastating. I mean, the goal against Argentina, like, obviously, we know what he was doing for Liverpool when he broke on the scene, yeah? But Andy Cole was, I'm not Andy Cole, sorry. Michael Owen, I mean, the only player to win a Ballon d'Or, bro, for England. Like, people
something that can't be overlooked. But the one thing that I will say against Owen was, like, yeah, he was a deadly finisher, but all the strikers that are left in this conversation are deadly finishers. And I'd like to put Fowler back into this final few because I do feel like Fowler deserves to at least be in this final fucking shakedown. Because for me, Fowler.
Fitch, you know what though, Fitch? If I had my way, yeah, it would be Fowler and someone else as a strikers.
Yeah, bro, I'll tell you straight. If I had it my way now, the two strikers that we go with would have 20 starts between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's a joke. But obviously it depends on what the criteria is for this here. Because for me, Michael Owen and Robbie Fowler both play for the same club, same time. For me, I always preferred Robbie Fowler. Michael Owen, the one thing that really set him apart was his pace. But for me, I'm always gonna, if I've got two votes here to go in, one of them's already Andy Cole, and the pace of Andy Cole, ridiculous. Out of his whole Premier League career, 24 offsides, bro. This guy's pace, his timing, ridiculous. Like,
bro, make your case for Andy Cole, yeah. And then we're gonna do it because obviously niche fan is surprised that Robbie Fowler and niche fan. Listen, there's no need to be surprised that Robbie Fowler was elite, man. I'm telling you.
Trust me, man. Trust me that Scout's Brazilian him, but fucking
bro, you serious player.
Ridiculous. But the thing is, like, I'm gonna stick on Andy Cole just for the simple fact that, like, we've discussed it a couple times before. Obviously, when you look at him compared to anyone at club level, it is an argument for he's better than R9 at club level. You know what I mean? And I know that obviously R9 suffered a lot of injuries, but a lot of people do hail R9 as the greatest striker of all time. And for me, at club level, Andy Cole can chat to anybody. And all you have to do is go back and look at the records, the stats and statistics and all that.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to go off, whether it's medals won, all that, like he's done a lot. You look at the most successful partnerships in the league's history, he's part of two of them. You know what I mean? Like he's been there, done that, reliable, fucking always a goal threat. You look at the different kinds of goals that my man could score. Like I can
Bro, sorry, just quickly, yeah, just quickly. I'm gonna stop you quickly because you know what, I welcome comments, yeah. So the disproportionate Andy Cole rating on this channel is mental. Yeah. Again, big up to Glossy Pom Pom, yeah. But you see the thing is now, yeah, you have to ask yourself, like, it's Andy Cole was overlooked. And you have to ask yourself why that was. Yeah. All we're doing literally, yeah, is pointing out the obvious and of why he was overlooked. And then we're going to give you the facts. So listen, Fitz is going to read out to you, yeah, what Andy Cole done throughout his whole career for Man United and for England. Because I remember the conversation we had, yeah, when we was comparing the strikers in the Premier League. And when Fitz said Andy Cole, I'm not going to lie, I laughed. And the thing is, Andy Cole was one of my idols growing up. But even I forgot about Andy Cole, yeah? And then you realize Andy Cole's record and you think to yourself, he's been massively overlooked by the media on purpose. You know what I'm trying to say? So, as I said, Fitz is going to reel off what Andy Cole was doing. And then it might change your view on Andy Cole. Because as I said, like, when we're talking about R9 for me is the best ever striker to play the game, yeah? Andy Cole was basically R9 before R9. Am I lying, Fitz?
Yeah. But like, yo, you go back and you look, people will talk about R9's Barcelona season. And if you actually go and look at it, season for season, Andy Cole's 93-94 season was better than that. Like, that was peak R9, his Barcelona 98 season. And like I say, Andy Cole, I think he actually scored, I think it's 1 or 2 more goals, and he had fucking a ridiculous amount of assists, more than R9 as well. Like, he wasn't just a goal scorer. Like I say, his first, like that 93-94 season, he was the first ever player to be the top goal scorer and top assist in the same season in England. Like, ridiculous. I'd have to go back and check, but I don't think that's happened many more times since. You know what I mean? I think it may have happened. What did Henry do it his season where he got the 20 assists?
What? So was that what did Henry do? What? So
When Henry got the 20 assists in a season, the top assist, was he the top goal scorer in the same season?
I think he was the first one, and I think Salah didn't Salah break that or something.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. No, so basically, there's on the 2 people that have done that since Andy Cole are Mo Salah and Thierry Henry. And look at the respect that's thrown on them 2, and how people are laughing at the fact that we're fucking giving Andy Cole flowers. Like, it's actually crazy. Like I say, when you're looking at it and you look at like fucking like Alan Shearer, my man, in his club career, fucking he scored. Let me just have a quick ganders. So out of
2-0 Spain, by the way.
Huh?
2-0 Spain, by the way.
Just
Pedro Porro.
Yeah. So out of 733 club appearances, he scored 379 goals. Yeah, fucking Andy Cole played 200 games less, 539, fucking 283. Fucking when you actually looking at it, there's, considering Alan Shearer scored an extra just shy of 100 goals, but played an extra 200 games. That's not very impressive to me. A goal every 2 games for a striker that's meant to be elite isn't a very, very fucking high rated fucking striker, in my opinion. You go and look at some of the shit that my man's won as well. Fucking even just looking at the stuff, like you look at what Alan Shearer's done for like he's a hero at Newcastle. Yeah, my man managed them to get relegated. Andy Cole actually got them promoted from the Championship when it was League One to what is now the Premier League. You get me? Ended up having a monumental season there. Was a fucking English record signing. And one sec. You're talking eye testing big moments, bro. I test big moments. Are we overlooking what he did at the new camp? And I'm not talking 99 final. I'm talking against Barcelona.
Well, him and York together.
What he did against Juventus, bro. Let's not fucking overlook just because. Okay, in the final he wasn't there. Okay, cool. The whole team wasn't there in the final because he was fucking playing it. What was the fucking? Didn't he have Giggs on the fucking right, Bex in the middle, and Blomfisk on the left for like 85 minutes of the game?
Yeah. It was Nicky Butler.
Nicky fucking Bex in the middle. Nicky Bex in the middle with fucking Giggsy on the right and Blomfisk on the left.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not surprised no one was in the fucking game until the last fucking few minutes of stoppage time when he actually put Bex on the right, Giggs on the left, and actually had a formation and people playing in positions where they were used to. End of the day, you go back throughout that season, big moments. Andy Cole won us the league that year. If it wasn't for that goal, and look at what he did, the way he brought the ball down and fucking dinked it over Walker's head. Cool, composed in the biggest moment. And the joke is he just come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? He was pissed off, sat on the bench. Anyway, then he come off the bench, made his point, won us the league, and then went on to fucking lift the fucking treble with us. Big moments. Andy Cole was there, trust me. Obviously, people when they say big moment player, straight away they go to Didier Drogba. That kind of always every final is there. You get me? But yo,
let me just stop you there quickly. Let you carry on. Yeah. You see things like this. Yeah, like this is what I hate. Yeah, listen. Everyone has their own opinion. Yeah, if you don't agree with what Fitz is saying with what I'm saying, it's cool. Let's debate it out. Yeah, but when I'm hearing things like when Shearer's claim to being an elite forward is questioned, I think it's time to dip out. Yeah, like to me, that is just running from the conversation, because, like, and at the end of the day, yeah, no one is denying what Shearer has done in his career, but the argument to say that Alan Shearer is better than Andy Cole, we're just trying to give you a different point of view based on that, and the facts are there. Yeah, Andy Cole played less games than Alan Shearer, but if you look at the goal tally is more or less similar. That is all we're saying. And if you look at the media bias in comparison to how Andy Cole's treated, Mo Salah and Thierry Henry are two players that are regarded as all-time greats in the Premier League. Andy Cole is overlooked. But Andy Cole done top goal scorer and top assist in one season, but he gets overlooked, but Salah and Henry doesn't. So when we're bringing these things to you, yeah, it's not about trying to shit on Alan Shearer. And no one's not saying that Alan Shearer wasn't a good striker. But the facts are, if you think Alan Shearer was better than Andy Cole, we're just trying to show you now or have a conversation to let you know that that's all been driven by the media. But if you're going to look at, Alan Shearer is the top goal scorer of all time in the Premier League, I should think he should be. He spent his whole career in the Premier League. And he played 100 more games or whatever it was than Andy Cole.
Basically
200 games more than Andy Cole. So these things are not lies, by the way. So you can rate Alan Shearer all you want, but don't start dipping out, man, because the conversation's getting too much. Like, let's have the conversation, and if we don't agree, we don't agree. That's what it's about. Go on, bro, carry on.
Yeah, man, no, because the thing is, with
Yeah.
this whole fucking Alan Shearer being called into question, like, yo, there isn't a question. But all I'm saying is, when people are trying to say that Andy Cole isn't elite and Alan Shearer is, I don't see the difference when you're looking at the numbers. The eye test, bro. I watched United my whole life. Andy Cole was, it was Cantona and Cole, my fucking home and away kits every fucking year for the first fucking couple of years of my life. Yeah, like, yo, Andy Cole was my guy. I watched him all the time. I was him when I'm taking shots. You know what, you fucking naming who you are before you lick the shot. You get me, bro?
Yeah.
I was Andy Cole. That's what I was doing. You get me? I'm watching Andy Cole finish all different kinds of ways, overheads, fucking, bro. Anything you want him to do, he was doing. His pace was ridiculous. He never was getting caught offside. Like I say, his whole career, 24 offsides. Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous stats for a man who's fucking probably number one or number two attribute was pace. Considering the offside traps existed forever. You know what I'm saying? No one could catch him offside. No one was doing it to him because his timing was immense. He was an elite striker. He's just overlooked because when people talk about it, like, look at it, everyone's talking about how good Erling Haaland is. He's the only person to beat Andy Cole to 50 goals in the Premier League, and he did it with,
Yep.
like, I think it was 9 or 11 fucking penalties. He wouldn't have done it without. Andy
Yeah.
Cole did that shit open play.
But,
Everyone's
but,
been
but, but
talking about this
the
open
problem
play
is though,
stuff
Fritz, yeah,
for, you know what I mean?
I don't think people actually care about that. That's the problem.
But
No one has
that's the
no one
thing.
has interest in that.
No, but that's the thing. No, it doesn't really bother me whether they care about it or not. For me, it matters because I'm not the type of, like, for example, yeah, if you've got a right winger that's cutting in
Mm.
constantly and winning you penalties, and then you've got a striker that's taking all the penalties, who deserves the limelight for 10 penalties scored? Is it the winger that's won you all 10? Or is it the striker that's put them away? Because for
Of
me,
course,
it's
it's the
the
winger.
guy that's won it.
Yeah, of
You know
course.
what I mean? Like, that's the way I look at the game. And like I say, to me, the open play thing does matter. And clearly it matters not to everybody, because there's some people out there saying it doesn't matter when we're talking about the Bruno thing, but there's a lot
Yeah,
of people out there that it does matter to. And that's my point. Like, this open play shit does matter to a lot of people. If it doesn't matter to you specifically, that's cool, innit? But when you're going through the records and the stats and that, yo, Andy Cole holds them all. 5
yeah,
goals in a game, not just a game. My man come on and did it in a second half. 45 minutes, not 90 minutes like everybody else is needed.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, ridiculous, ridiculous numbers. And like I say, you want to talk eye test, go back and just watch a highlight reel of his goals. You're not going to see the same goal 50 times. If I'm watching Alan Shearer highlights, I'm going to see the same 7 or 8 goals repeated, because
yeah,
he was good at that, and I'm not knocking him for that. That's elite. He mastered a lot of like, lot of styles of finishes, and he was like, "That's it. I'm not going outside my toolbox." Fair play to him. He mastered the foot and sculpted a career out of it. Well, my point is, what did he do with it? Cause my man's his trophy cabinet's not got much in it. Andy
mm,
Cole did. And the joke is, Alan Shearer decided he was going to be the number one main guy. And basically, you see, like, the Bruno, like, mentality from today of, I'm going to get my stats and my numbers is going to be what matters to me. It's not what the team accomplishes. It's what my numbers say at the end of the season. That's
yeah,
all well and good. But if you ain't got the medals to go with it, like Andy Cole does, he's got all them personal solo records, but he's also got the shit that matters at the end of it as well. He's won everything in the English game. Like I
yeah,
say, I brought up the fact that Alan Shearer managed Newcastle as they got relegated. He's still seen as a massive hero and a legend in their eyes. Fair play. I'm not knocking that, but how can you overlook Andy Cole when my man had the best season in potentially in league fucking history, and also got you fucking promoted the season before that. How can Andy Cole not be revered as a legend? What? Because he went to United for an English record fee. So he also brought you in stupid money on top of it.
Yeah.
Bro, it just doesn't make sense. The narratives, like, I understand why Shearer's narrative is what it is, because yes, he was a quality striker, and yes, he went to fucking Newcastle when he could have gone anywhere else because he wanted to play where he was from and for his team. Credit to him. But at the end of the day, people try to fucking disrespect Andy Cole. Like, Andy Cole was less than. Never.
Yeah. That's my point. Like, it's like what people will tell you Alan Shearer was comfortably better than Andy Cole. But what's that based on? What is that actually based on? Because if you're gonna run back to the whole he holds the record for 260 goals, yeah, but he played 200 more games than Andy Cole, so you should think so.
And
you know what I'm trying to say?
And you know what the craziest part of it all is? For this team here, like I say, if it was my own personal choice, I'd have Andy Cole and Robbie Fowler on.
Robbie Fowler, yeah.
20 starts. But the joke is, I know Robbie Fowler doesn't really have a sniff in this team. But like I say, Michael Owen, what he contributes is pace first and foremost. And Andy Cole's got that in abundance. And Andy Cole then also beats him in a bunch of other categories as well as longevity. Yeah, so Andy Cole for me goes in above Michael Owen. But to partner Andy Cole, considering you've already got a 10 behind him, so you don't need a 10, you can literally have two number 9s up front here. Alan Shearer and Andy Cole would be an immense partnership because both of them can just do their thing. They've got fucking Rooney behind them doing all the work. Then they've got the balls coming from Gascoigne, Scholes, and fucking Beckham. That would be deadly. You know what I mean?
100.
But I'm not gonna lie, like the facts that I've had to justify and memory on fucking Shearer. I feel like
Bro, I think you're lagging. I think it's lagging. I'm not sure what's happened there. I think it's lag. It was lagging a bit, bro. Hello.
Still lagging.
Yeah. Jump back out and jump back in. I'll go through I'll go through some of these comments. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened now. I think Fitz will be back. I think you still there, bro? Yeah, I think he's frozen. He'll be back. Let's go through some of these comments anyway. He literally said Shearer's record doesn't reflect that of an elite forward. I don't think he said that, man. I think it's more based on you know, Andy Cole not getting his respect. And I think when people say that, you know, Alan Shearer's better than Andy Cole, you know, it's kind of there's not a true argument to be had based on that. So I think anyone just points to the fact that he may have won the league with Blackburn, you know, or he holds the record for 260. But again, if you're going to apply context to all of this, then again, you'll see it differently, because I don't think it's just plain obvious to say. I don't think it's obvious to say that Alan Shearer is better than Andy Cole. That's just what the media are trying to make you feel that is the case. And then all it goes back to is the fact that Alan Shearer holds the record. But why doesn't it go back to the fact that, you know, Andy Cole won 5 Premier League titles? Why is that never in the question? You know? So yeah, it's one of them things, man. But let's go into some other comments anyway. Big up to Foxy Danny. Yeah, guys, make sure you're smashing that like button. Make sure you're subbing to the channel as well. Yeah, Fitz will be back in a minute, man. I'm not sure what's happened. I think his internet's messing up. But yeah, he should be back in a minute. Let's see. Oh yeah, here he is now. Look, he should be back on now. So my top 4 teams, Brazil, Spain, Portugal, and France. I would love to see either Brazil versus France or Brazil versus Spain in the finals. Yeah, listen, I think if we're being honest, yeah, I mean Spain winning 2-0 right now. Yeah, then like obviously France. I think France, Argentina, Spain, as I've always said, are going to be the front runners. Portugal playing tonight as well. Going to watch that 11:30 against Croatia. You know what? I don't think that's going to be an easy game for Portugal. You know, because this ain't the same Croatian team. You just get Portugal to win the game, but I don't think it's going to be a simple, straightforward victory for Portugal. But yeah, I think there'll be some there'll be some interesting moments in that game for sure. Let's see. So Big Up Niche Fan says Andy Cole played in an era when the media simply wouldn't accept a black man was our best player. Can't disagree with that. Cannot disagree. It goes back to the whole Raheem Sterling thing. You know, when Sterling was taking England to the Euros, you know, it was all about Harry Kane. You know, that's a prime example. So, is what it is. Andy Cole was a great striker. Now we're talking pace. Without pace, is Andy Cole that good? Shearer, I believe, didn't rely on pace. I think that's a bit harsh, to be honest with you. Shearer scored every type of goal. That's rubbish. Yeah, but no one didn't say Shearer didn't score every type of goal.
No, what I said was guarantee you're gonna see around about 7 or 8 of the same goals repeated, because you will. Like a lot of Alan Shearer's goals, the only thing that changes is the kits.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. Like obviously, yes, he might have fucking pulled different things out here and there, but not very fucking often. You know what I mean? Like he was very fucking effective in what he did. You get me? And he didn't have to really fucking branch out of his toolbox too often. But at the same time, like I say, go back, watch Andy Cole fucking goal highlights. He was scoring all kinds of goals from all over. He was ridiculous. His fucking pace was phenomenal. Fucking like I say, people just people want to remember what they like, what they recall from back then, innit? And obviously, a lot of the shit is skewed by media and what fucking people on TV are saying and all the rest, and the games and shit. Like I say, the fact that Alan Shearer is in absolutely every fucking FIFA game in the world 11 or whatever, like this shit plays a part in your overall memory of how shit was. I'm telling you now, Andy Cole was fucking ridiculous. The eye test, fucking Glossy Pom Pom said something about the eye test. The eye test, that's what I go off. That's what I was always talking about Andy Cole. And like I say, fucking back in the day when there was so many elite strikers available, when everyone was talking R9, and I was talking about Andy Cole, I've always felt this way. And obviously, fucking as I've got older and you go back, you look over the stats and you see that no one's broke this record, and still no one's done that, and no one's surpassed this. It becomes clear that you know what, I was right. The eye test doesn't fail. I was onto something, and he was always fucking ridiculously talented. Like I say, Glossy Pom Poms come out on here with some absolutely great comments, and I've never had any like fucking conflicting opinions. To be fair, Glossy Pom Pom and me have normally fucking agreed on quite a lot, so I'm actually quite shocked that it's been like taken as we're like glazing Cole or something, because it's not that. It's just like I say, for me, that's how it feels with Shearer. Everyone's fucking like absolutely like gassing up Alan Shearer, and for me it's like, well, for what? Because like I say, if you take the penalties that he scored out of the equation, and again, I don't know, Glossy Pom Pom, the open play thing might not matter to you, innit? But it matters to me. But you take them penalties out of the equation, there's not much in that now. You know what I mean? And it's like, for me, considering, like I say, he's played like at least 150 fucking games more than Andy Cole. For me, that it's his record isn't standing out like he's elite and Andy Cole isn't. Now, I don't want it to be misconstrued where I'm saying that Alan Shearer isn't or can't be perceived as an elite striker, because yes, he can. Obviously, his record speaks for itself. But my point is, his record, yes, that speaks for itself, but that's the only thing that can speak for Alan Shearer. When you're talking
Yeah,
about Andy Cole, fucking hell, his record speaks for itself. And then you look at it, he can whip his medals out too. 5 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, a League Cup, 2 FA Cups, fucking intercontinental cup, the intertotal cup. Like, he's been there,
yeah.
done a lot, as well as got all
Shearer
them
just got a
solo
lonely Premier League
records.
title, but then the argument's going to be if Shearer was at Man United, he would have won the league title as well. But you don't know
Yeah,
that.
he would have.
You don't try to say.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. But here's the thing, though. Cole's most impressive season that he ever had was 93-94. He was in a Newcastle shirt playing with fucking
Yeah.
Peter Beardsley. You know what I mean? End of
And
the
Keith
day.
Gillespie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So the point is, a lot of his fucking
Aye,
records
3-0
that still
what a
stand
finish.
to this day were in a lesser team where he was the star. The joke is, when he went to United and became a fucking a backup or a sidekick to fucking Eric Cantona. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when
Mm.
Eric Cantona left, they brought in Teddy Sheringham, who he didn't really get along with anyway.
Yep.
But he's making it work. But he's not really got a partner there that he really connects with until York gets there. And then you look at what impact him and York had together. It's, you can't discredit what Andy Cole fucking was as a player, because at the end of the day, he went to United, he won everything, but he also sacrificed himself being the main star. He knew that
Yeah.
that's not how United operates. You know what I mean? But he could have
Mm.
done the Alan Shearer thing and been the main star and gone to clubs where he's gonna get fucking 30 goals every season and shattered the record. But he didn't. He chose, I'm gonna go and make my goals stand for something. And like I say, that's my argument in this. If we're talking it's Cole or Shearer, for me it's gonna be Andy Cole, and I've got arguments for it, innit? But I can
Yeah.
also understand anyone that wants to say, "No, I'm taking Shearer," because fair enough, he's got the records. I understand it. That's why the media love him too. You know what I mean? You're not alone in thinking Alan Shearer is the best that England's ever produced, because there's a lot of people that feel that way. I'm just not
Yeah.
one of them. You know what I mean? But the joke is, this, what I was like getting to was, for this, considering this all started with me mentioning Michael Owen's number one attribute was pace. Andy Cole had that in abundance. For
Yeah.
me, like, I know a lot of people will probably think Michael Owen because of the Ballon d'Or and Alan Shearer because of the record. For me, it would personally be Andy Cole and Fowler, but I don't think Fowler's has got enough on his side to get someone like Alan Shearer out of this team. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? As good as the eye test fucking is with him, he's not got records on his side. He's not got medals on his side. You know what I mean? He's kind of nullified with the fact of he was an elite striker. Well, so was Shearer, and Shearer's got this to back it up as well. You know what I mean? So for me,
100.
this strike partnership, ideally, it's gonna be Cole with the pace and finishing, and it's gonna be fucking Shearer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but like I say,
I'll be honest now. Yeah, I'll be honest. My strike pairing is Cole and Kane. Because for me personally, it would be Cole and Fowler. Yeah, but Fowler didn't really get enough games for me. You know what I'm trying to say. So for me,
no, but the
Harry
same
Kane has
could
to
be
be
said,
there.
but that's what I'm saying. The same could be said for Cole. But the thing
For
with
Andy
Cole
Cole,
that
yeah,
gets him in is
yeah,
what he achieved at club level and his
yeah,
records and stuff. And that's what I'm saying for Fowler. He's not got that on any of that on his side. He's not got
yeah,
records and he's not got medals. So you can't really dislodge a guy like Shearer from this combo. But Andy Cole's got a conversation, because it's his records are almost like, or his medals are like Owen's Ballon d'Or. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it puts them in a convo straight away. You know what I mean? Or the records. But with like I say, with Owen, the thing he really provides is pace, but Cole can provide that as well.
Yeah.
I think realistically, Kane, fantastic shout, but when you've got two nines and a 10 there, you don't, and you look at the three that you've got in midfield, do you really now need your 9 dropping deep?
No.
Like, for me,
No, no, no,
these
not if Rooney's there, innit?
but that's what I'm saying. For me, we've got 2 9s, and it's literally 2 9s, because if you look what's behind them, defensively, they're strong. They've got wings that can get forward. They've also got the
Mm.
2 wide midfielders can get forward and do wings as well. They've got
Yeah.
Rooney there behind them, so they don't need Kane to be dropping deep and collecting the ball. And realistically, these 9s are exactly that, the 9s, in it. So
Yeah.
I feel like
But
it's
again,
got to be fucking
for me though,
Shearer and
I'd have
Cole.
Harry Kane in there because Harry Kane can do the target man and drop in deep.
I hear it.
That's
I
why.
hear it.
That's why literally I'd have him there.
If Kane was going in, it for me, the mentality would be him and Rooney are going to do a lot of interchanging throughout the game.
Yeah. Yeah. But bro, I'm fine
Essentially,
with
like
that.
when Kane drops deep,
I'm fine
Rooney
with it.
can get forward, and you know what I mean.
Mm.
But yeah, like I say, I'd be all for Shearer being the other 9. Me, like I say, I feel like Andy Cole has to get in no matter what. But
Yeah, listen,
fucking
I'll put Andy Cole in there because the one thing with Andy Cole as well is that Andy Cole offers something different to Shearer and Kane. Yeah. So really, you're looking at Shearer or Owen, really, innit? And it's
yeah,
like, can you put Owen ahead of Andy Cole? I don't think you
nah,
can.
not for me. Not for me.
But
But
again, it's amazing, yeah, how Andy Cole just he just get the disrespect on Andy Cole just gets overlooked. It is actually crazy when you think about it.
trust
Like
me.
it doesn't really make any sense.
But that's the thing though. If Cole's getting in, then on like all we've got left is Owen, Kane, Shearer.
Yeah,
For me,
I'm going
Kane and
Harry Kane, bro.
Shearer, Kane and Shearer
I'm going Harry
for
Kane.
me
Mm.
are very very tight. But
Harry
for
Kane,
me,
yeah, Harry
just
Kane for me is better than Alan Shearer. He's better than Shearer. He
I
is,
don't know. I I don't know,
bro.
simply because
I
I
think Kane's
will.
better than Shearer, man. Yeah,
Nah, because the thing I will say in defense of Shearer, like, he did do it in a fucking tougher era. You get me? And obviously, people are saying, "Oh, well, Kane's now he's got medals too," but only just because he went to the Bundesliga. Now, if Shearer would have gone to the Bundesliga, he'd have won medals if he'd have gone to Bayern. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
but
there's
Fitz, you know what though? I don't look at the fact that Harry Kane's won titles as to why he's better than. I just think he's a better footballer than Shearer. And again, Harry Kane's is an anomaly because Harry Kane's a top footballer and he gets goals and he gets assists. So for me, like it's a no-brainer when it comes to him and Alan Shearer.
I
I
hear
think
it.
he's better
I
than
hear
Shearer.
it.
Yeah,
I hear it, because to be fair, like, obviously, as I already mentioned, Andy Cole wasn't just an out and out goal scorer. Even in his best goal scoring seasons, he was the top assist as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
you do want that unselfishness on both sides of the partnership, innit?
Mm.
So I can
So really,
understand it.
really, we're looking at Kane or
Like
Shearer,
I
yeah.
say, yeah. Like, a part of me,
Mm.
I do understand the Kane thing, but a part of me, I'm still going Shearer, just for the fact of, like I say, I do stand by the fact that Shearer did it in a much tougher era. Like I
Yeah,
say, bro, Alan Shearer was one of them man that yo, you late in nice and early. The ref won't have the balls to card you, like we were just saying about Vinnie Jones and that. Like, he had to put up with that kind of defender, you know what I mean, and that
Yeah.
kind of centre mid. So
Yeah.
for me, and to be fair, I did see a thing the other day. Desai talking about the striker that he used to hate playing against was Alan Shearer because of how rough he was. He's like,
Yeah.
you get elbows and all kinds. So, like I say, Shearer was, you know what I mean? He was very physical in a physical era. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's not many, like, considering when we finish this and we get this final person locked in, we're going to compare this to the other teams, the other defenders. At least Shearer went up against them, man. I don't know how Harry Kane would fare against the Brazilian centre backs or
Listen, I hear it based off of that, yeah. But but you know what I would say, yeah. I just think Harry Kane would find a way, because as I said, Harry Kane, yeah, the guys like Shearer, he's got no pace, yeah. But Harry Kane's smart, you know what I'm trying to say, and he's technical. And like he can, like, for me, he's got it all. He's got it all, Harry Kane. Like, the guy can pass, he can shoot off in any angle. You know, he's good in the air. Like, for me, if I'm picking between Shearer and Kane, yeah, Shearer's played against those Brazilian defenders from before, but I just think Harry Kane would find a way, man. That's how I see it.
I hear it.
He'll find a way.
Like I say, I can see where you're going with the Kane thing, but I am leaning to it. Let's put this one to a vote, cause I don't know yet. Let's just see what the majority is saying here.
Chat, let us know. Yeah, we're gonna narrow it down. Yeah, for the last position to Harry Kane and Alan Shearer. Let us know who you going with, Alan Shearer or Harry Kane, and then we'll get back onto the last comment and we'll go through the game yesterday before we wrap it up as well. So, yeah, let us know, Harry Kane or Alan Shearer. And then we'll go with whatever the vote says. Niche fans saying Kane. Yeah.
And going off that comment that Niche fans got there on the screen about fucking Rice instead of Gascoigne, because Scholes and Gerrard said they needed a defensive mid. If we was going to go with a defensive mid, personally, it wouldn't be Rice, it'd be Carrick. It'd be Carrick or Owen Hargreaves, because Bayern Hargreaves was a fucking beast.
He was, but as I said, like, Carrick was an underrated player, man. The way Carrick gets overlooked is criminal, really.
Yeah.
Because Carrick should have been in that lineup, but it's only because of the Gerrard and thing one, you know what I'm trying to say. But guys, listen, that's our team anyway, yeah? Like, I think for anyone that says that Gerrard should be in there ahead of Gascoigne, like, it's telling me that you didn't really watch Gascoigne. Because Gascoigne was what Wayne Rooney was, you know what I'm trying to say. Carrick would have helped shoehorn Gerrard and Lampard. Exactly. And this is probably been the best comment so far, yeah. This is what I'm trying to say, yeah. You're playing Paul Scholes out of position, yeah. But Carrick would have helped if you wanted to play Gerrard and Lampard together. Carrick would have helped if you wanted to play Scholes and Gerrard, Scholes and Lampard. You know what I'm trying to say? So Carrick was underrated, man. So if we're going to talk about Owen Hargreaves, for me personally, I would put Carrick in there ahead of Hargreaves. For me personally, you know. But guys, that's our team anyway.
To be fair,
we've gone with sorry, we're gone. So yeah, that's our team.
And to be fair, Carrick was more consistent in it.
Yeah. Carrick should have had more caps, man. Like, no doubt, you know. So guys, that's our team anyway. Yeah, Joe Hart, Carl Walker at right back, Ashley Cole, Sol Campbell, Rio Ferdinand. The midfield three of Paul Scholes just in the middle, just protecting, really just dictating the tempo. And then we've gone with Gaza and Beckham either side, Wayne Rooney in the 10, and the front two of Andy Cole and Harry Kane, yeah. And I'll tell you what, yeah, you see this team here? Bro, I actually think this team, could give Holland problems. The Holland team that we did, I think it could give it problems.
Yeah. Could this give France problems though?
Do you know what? That's a good one. It's a good one. What's France? So France has got Benzema, Henry, Ribéry, Zidane, Vieira, Pogba. I don't know, you know. It'll be close. It'll be close. Yeah. Because, bro, I'm looking at the spine. Yeah. I'm looking at Campbell, Rio, Scholes, Rooney. Yeah. Kane, Andy Cole. Because if we're going player for player, yeah. Let's look at the France player for player with England, yeah. Joe Hart or who do we go for in goal? Hugo Lloris, yeah. So
Wednesday, bro.
So Joe Hart or Lloris for me.
Yeah, it's got to be in it.
Yeah, and then we go Lilian Thuram or Carl Walker. Lilian Thuram. Ashley Cole or Lizarazu. Ashley Cole. Yeah. Fitz will be back, guys. Yeah. Ashley Cole or Lizarazu. Ashley Cole for me. Yeah. Rio Ferdinand or Eric Abidal. Did we go for Abidal? Yeah. Rio Ferdinand or Eric Abidal. Again, Eric Abidal was a top defender. I think he's another one that's underrated. Yeah, Niche fam, we're thinking the same. Abidal, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Abidal or Rio? I think Fitz might say Rio on this one, you know, but we'll come back to that. Desai or Sol Campbell? For me, Desai. But again, that's another tough one. And then we move on to midfield. So if we go for the four midfielders, so Vieira or Scholes. Was Abidal a left back or centre back? So Abidal was naturally a centre back, but played left back as well. So he played left back for Barcelona and for France as well. But he was naturally a centre back. So you could play him left side centre back or left back. Doesn't really matter. Vieira or Scholes? Niche fans saying Vieira. Oh, that's interesting, that one. Rooney. Sorry, not Rooney. Beckham or Pogba? Again, because they're playing different formations, I'm trying to get as close to player for player as it is. Kane and Benzema. Benzema for me. Yeah. Let me see what Fitz is saying as well. Fitz, you there? Oh, it's just loading. Right. Let's see. Fitz, what you saying, man?
Yo,
you hear me?
Fucking don't know what's going. Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, bro. It's a connection, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Nah, it's cool, man. No worries. Just quickly, yeah. Just so. Yeah. What's it? Let's just go through these players for player quickly, yeah. So we've gone through it already. So we've done Lloris or Joe Hart. We went for Lloris, yeah. Carl Walker or Lilian Thuram. Yeah. Ashley Cole or Lizarazu. Ashley Cole. Abidal or Rio.
Yeah.
Who you going for?
Rio.
See, we went for Abidal.
Nah, Rio or Abidal.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Rio, bro.
So the thing is, yeah, but I actually think Abidal was underrated, you know.
Nah, he was, but nah, better than Rio at centre back. Nah.
Niche fan went Abidal as well. I don't know. I just think Abidal was underrated. I don't know. Like he's. I think he's because he's probably an unknown. And again, nothing on Rio, but
Like I say, if I've been outvoted, I've been outvoted. Just personally, I'd have gone Rio over Abidal.
yeah, I hear it. I hear it. All right, Desai or Campbell? I went Desai.
Nah, that's a very close one. It's not as
It
quick to just say just Desai, but yeah, it probably is Desai.
yeah, if I take my time, I'll change my mind. That's the problem.
Nah, I hear it. But yeah, I'll go with Desai on that.
Niche fan
To
said
be
Marcel
fair,
Desai easy. Yeah.
it'd have been fairer to do Rio or Desai and Campbell and Abidal. To be fair,
Yeah, but I'm trying to go more or less player for player, innit?
yeah,
So I think because Abidal was more of a ball playing defender, you know.
yeah.
All right, Scholes or Vieira,
Paul Scholes all day.
bro. Niche fan said Vieira,
Nah,
bro.
nah.
He went Vieira, so it's got to be Paul Scholes for me, man. But I hear the Vieira shouts, man, but not on Scholes. All right, Beckham or Pogba?
I'm going
Difficult,
Beckham. I'm going
Yeah, he
Beckham.
went
It's
Beckham as well.
difficult. I don't like it,
Yeah.
but I'm going Beckham.
Bro, I'm going Pogba. Pogba's ridiculous, man, as a player. Ridiculous.
Man.
As I said,
Beck's
man, I've never seen a
provided
midfielder
everything,
before.
man. Beck's
I
provided.
know.
everything.
Listen, Bex is the guy, man. But I can't. Put it this way, yeah. The only midfielder, central midfielder, that I could probably say above Pogba, because I'm looking at what Pogba offers as a midfielder, like with his attributes. Yeah, I'm only probably gonna look at Iniesta.
I hear it.
He's the only one I can honestly make an argument for Pogba because Pogba's that good.
No, I hear it.
Yeah.
But
I hear it with Bex though. Then we said Kane or Benzema. Benzema for me. Niche fan went Kane.
nah, it's got to be Benzema there.
It's
Isn't it?
Benzema, man. Benzema all day. Andy Cole or Henri. Boy.
Andy Cole. Told you this, man. Andy Cole.
Cole or Henri. It's mad. It's
You
mad,
really
isn't it?
want
Because
to
Andy
go on
Cole.
Reed, don't you? You
But
really
no.
want to go on
It's
Reed.
not. It's not even that. Yeah, it's not even that. It's just because obviously Henri's rated as as the best player ever to play in the Premier League. Andy Cole's nowhere in the mention for some reason. But in your mind, it's just clear as day.
Yeah.
I hear it. I'm not gonna answer that. I'll skip that. Rooney or Zidane?
Zizou.
Yep, easy. Gascoigne or Ribery?
Now that one's difficult just because obviously they play such different fucking roles, positions. But
Yeah.
for me, obviously consistency would be Ribery, but for taking the player on their best day, Gascoigne on his best day was fucking ridiculous.
He was. But the thing is, you know what's mad, yeah? I think a lot of these comparisons we've done are close. And that just shows you how good of an England team this is going up against someone like France.
Yeah.
Because
to be fair,
Gascoigne or Ribery
Brazil,
ain't much in it, really.
yeah, man. And like when you actually deep it, like Brazil, we've said from earlier that's a cheat code team. That
Bro, I don't know what player
gets
gets in from England from Brazil. I think you ain't looking at Scholes for Dunga, probably. you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because I can't make case for
Literally,
any of
that's
them. I'm not having Andy Cole or Kane ahead of Adriano or R9. I don't care how short Adriano's career was. That guy was unplayable. Champ manager, football manager, Pro Evo. He wasn't real, man. He was a fake player. You can't be that good and that big either. You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
Trust me.
So and there's no point getting onto Ronaldinho and all them and Rivaldo and that. It's just boring because You know what I'm saying?
Trust me. That Brazil team is ridiculous, but that's what I mean, though. Like for
Yeah,
me, like I know France and Netherlands would have been a decent game, but I think we edged that to France in it. So like France is essentially the team to beat for me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I think Spain could be the only team, maybe Argentina, that could beat France. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Out of what
yeah,
we've got left.
yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
true actually. Yeah, that's actually true. I think possibly the weakest team is probably going to be the next team we're doing next, probably.
yeah.
And again, they're not
Because what
weak,
have we
but
got?
the standard's high. Belgium.
Yeah. No, I know we got Belgium. Then what's after that? No, I think I've got it down somewhere.
I
Oh,
think
wait.
is it
Belgium,
Spain
Spain,
and Portugal?
Argentina.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Portugal in it. And then we said we'd try and fit Italy in if we could in it.
yeah. I hear this. It is. Scholes ain't getting in the Brazil team.
To be fair, it like I say, the only way he gets in's over Donga, and
Over Dunga, yeah.
like, and that's the thing. Donga was like an absolute engine. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know. Like there's not a guarantee he gets in over Donga. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
he's
but
not
listen,
really.
I'll have Scholes just spraying balls around, man. It don't matter.
Nah, I
It
hear
don't
it. I
matter.
hear it. To be
Listen,
fair, I'm
if
sure
Scholes is
Scholes
available, man,
is
Dunga can come
Brazilian,
out.
really.
Yeah. I mean, the color won't change apart from the look. There's little ginger on his hair. You know what I'm trying to say. So let's just keep it simple, man. But nah, Dunga was good, but I think I'll take Scholes over Dunga, man. If I'm honest.
Yeah, nah, to be fair, yeah, I've
Mm,
literally basically watched his whole career scores. Like, there's no way I could really go against him. So he
yeah,
probably would. But he doesn't, it's not like it's a like for like swap in it. That's why it wouldn't be so clear cut that he's definitely,
yeah,
but yeah, personal preference, I'd probably put him in there in it.
yeah.
But yeah, man,
We
to be
left
fair,
Kaka out as well. He says, yeah. Listen, Kaka was a bad boy, but listen,
bro,
Ronaldinho and
we left
Rivaldo
Cafu and Carlos out. That
and,
I'll
and
never
Romario
sit right.
and
And
Romario.
Romario.
Yeah,
Bro, ridiculous.
bro. That Brazil
Ridiculous.
team,
The
yeah. I'll
quality
tell you
they
now,
left out.
it don't make sense, man. How many bad boys? Neymar, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, R9, Adriano. Like that was the attack, by the way. Tell me a player that gets ahead of any of them, and I'll
Trust
deactivate. You
me.
know what I'm trying to say?
The joke is,
Yeah,
they might not be a fullback in any team we do better than the two fullbacks that Brazil left out.
yeah, yeah. That's how mad it is. Yeah.
Like
And the funny thing is, the only
only
one that
Thuram's
probably gets
in with
near
an
them, yeah,
argument.
is Lillian Thuram. Yeah, Lillian Thuram is the only
Yeah,
one,
that's
and
what I'm saying.
even he's far away because he really was a centre back. You
Yeah,
know,
like he can't really chat to Cafu
yeah,
like that. You get
he
me?
can't.
Like
Yeah,
it's not happening. So, but yeah, fucking, it's
yeah. Oh
insane
yeah,
to
we
think
got to do Italy as
the
well.
Brazil team.
Mm,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like Italy, like they're gonna be maybe the toughest because I can think player for player how it's gonna pan out, and Italy's. I don't know, like, because obviously you see with Brazil, we can
yeah,
pinpoint and say, right, Dunga and maybe Julio Cesar, like there are better options out there, at least somewhere. And for me, Italy, that's where they've got fucking options. They've got centre mids and they've got fucking goalkeepers as well. You get me? Uh,
yeah,
I feel like them man could be the team to actually take it to fucking Brazil
yeah. But
because
bro,
yeah,
the Italy attack is I'm
but
not
you
sure about the
say
Italy
that,
attack.
when they've got players like Di Canio that never even got a cap, they've got strikers, bro. They've got attackers. Trust me.
Yeah, but the problem
Trust
is
me.
the Canio's a 10, and there's so many tens. That's the only
Yeah, but
problem.
that's what I'm saying.
Because
But
I'm
that's what
not
I'm
having
saying,
no
bro.
Pippo Inzaghi. I'm telling you that for free, man.
Bro, the way that I'll be running with it, I'm already seeing it as this one striker. We might have 3 10s on that pitch, though. You know what I mean? But
All right.
yo,
I think I know your
pay up.
strike. Oh shit. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. I just clocked.
You see
Okay.
the
Yeah.
vision in it. You
Yeah.
see the
Yeah. Yeah.
vision, bro.
Yeah. But the
But
thing is,
like I
you
said,
know what? Yeah. He's not going to be better than Brazil's. Yeah. But he can be in the combo.
yeah,
Yeah. He can be in the
and
combo.
that's the thing. You can concede a position or two, but when you
Yeah. Yeah.
know, all right, you're already gonna take longer and fucking say that. You get me? You've
Yeah.
got to concede, but you're already winning.
Bro, you're lagging again. I think, man.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's lagging a little
Hear
bit.
me though. 2 secs, yeah.
Yeah, go on, bro. Go on. Guys, let's go through a couple of the comments. We're gonna discuss the England game from yesterday before we wrap it up. Yeah. Fitz just gonna sort out his connection. Let's see. Why Joe Hart instead of Pickford? As we said, Pickford has been good for England, but it was a tough one, man. Because I think it could have been either one of them goalkeepers. There weren't really no standout in my opinion. But we actually went with Joe. I think, to be fair, I think Fitz more went for Joe Hart. I was saying, it could be David Seaman, even a David James. But yeah, we actually decided on Joe Hart. I think the midfield is a little open, to be fair. You know what? I hear it, yeah. I hear it, but it would have meant, do you take out Beckham and put Carrick in there to sit, and then you put Paul Scholes where Beckham is? It could have been that, but again, we're basing this team on keep ball, if anything. So, but yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah, Gareth Barry, we mentioned already. Again, Gareth Barry. Again, you're not putting Gareth Barry ahead of Scholes, or even Carrick for me. So, also, who's your manager for this lineup? Surely not Uncle Roy or Capello.
Go.
The manager's me, man. That's what it's gonna be. I'll get them guys playing. Don't worry about that, man. But yeah, forget Uncle Roy, man. Yeah, he should retire now anyway. But yeah, he's not gonna be in there. Big up to Mojo says David Seaman easily. See, you know what? I was thinking David Seaman, but I think you could make a case for any of them keepers. That's the thing. You can make a case for any of them keepers. So yeah, I was leaning towards David Seaman personally, but yeah, obviously Fitz said Joe Hart, and yeah, I was happy to go with that, man. So but yeah, guys, listen, that's our lineup anyway. So we'll go through it one more time. Joe Hart in goal, Carl Walker and Ashley Cole the fullbacks, Sol Campbell and Rio Ferdinand at the back, Paul Scholes, Beckham, Gascoigne, Rooney, Andy Cole and Harry Kane. And to be fair, that is a good team, man. I think, as we said, comparing that with the France team, I would say 50-50, I would say 50-50, but probably slightly edge more towards France, if I'm honest. But yeah, that's a decent team for England. I think this England team gives Holland the game, I would say. But yeah, Brazil, forget about it, man. That Brazil team just don't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. Probably the greatest team lineup I've ever seen. It don't make sense. You can't have too many, like all those players there. I mean, their weakest link, you would say, is Dunga, and Dunga was the captain, by the way, and he weren't no weak link. But we're just picking at straws here, clutching at straws here. You know what I'm saying? So that's how dominant they were. But if you don't want Dunga, just give me Casemiro, put him in there. You know what I'm trying to say? It's illegal, that team. It's illegal. You know what I mean? Like, who was the fullbacks? It was Danny Alves and Marcel. No, and Roberto Carlos, was it?
No,
You got
it was Carlos and Cafu got left out. You ended up getting your two.
Sorry. When we Alves and Marcelo as the fullbacks, yeah, and Carlos and Cafu didn't make the squad. Are you gonna beat that team, yeah, when you got Carlos and Cafu, who are probably two of the greatest fullbacks of all time? It just shows you what that Brazil squad are working with, and that's not even mentioning Maicon and Alexandro, by the way, because Maicon or Alexandro would probably be in contention to be the all-time England left back and right back. You know what I'm trying to say? That's how good they are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, it doesn't make sense. But guys, let's move it on before we wrap it up anyway. The England game yesterday. You know what? I'm not going to waste too much time. But what I would say, yeah, is me personally, I'm sick and tired of watching England play these dead teams. Like when I say dead teams, yeah, with all due respect, they're not playing any team really that you would think will give England problems. And it's been going on for way too long. And I'm actually bored of it now. You know, they got Mexico next game, high altitude. You know what I'm trying to say? It's going to be a tough game. And for me, yeah, it's, you know, if Congo were just a bit more clinical, England would have been out of there. They would have. But they've got one guy to thank, and that's Harry Kane. Harry Kane's an absolute joke because I watched that whole game and Harry Kane was nowhere. And that is what you call world class. Harry Kane just pops up now, yeah. The header, the keeper should have saved the header, to be fair. It was a poor save after making all those good saves earlier. But his second goal, yeah, that is what you call world class. He had no right to score that. And you know what it is? It's about doing your homework on players because Harry Kane's got no pace. But one thing about Harry Kane, that guy knows how to maneuver the ball to get a chance. And that finish, yeah, the keeper didn't even move. And that is Harry Kane all over, man. And again, no Harry Kane, England are out of there because, you know, the one thing we did mention is that, and I'll keep saying it until I get proven otherwise. Yeah, that squad that Thomas Tuchel has taken, yeah, is an absolute embarrassment. It's an embarrassment, and I think fans won't care right now because England are in the round of 16 against Mexico, thinking they should beat them as well. But let me tell you this now: when they play someone serious, they're gonna get destroyed because some of the decisions that this manager's doing, and yeah, people are going to say it's working right now, but it's like for like. Madueke off, Saka on. Rashford off, Gordon on. If you're chasing a goal, he'll take off right back Jed Spence, put Declan Rice there, and then bring on Morgan Rogers or Eze. And again, I called this during the game because you can see what Tuchel's doing. Because Tuchel doesn't want to take off Elliot Anderson. He's not going to take off Declan Rice. He's not going to take off Jude Bellingham unless the game is just comfortably won. And we know Harry Kane's going to play every game. So his subs really are just hinging on the fact of Saka or Madueke, Gordon or Rashford, and then a right back. He's going to keep doing those kind of changes, yeah? Kobbie Mainoo has managed to get himself back in the lineup, yeah, for Man United. And his prize for doing that, playing well all season, is going to the World Cup with England. 4 games, no minutes. Is this manager taking the piss? And you know what makes it even worse? England are crying out for someone to get their foot on the ball and dictate the tempo of a game, yeah? Kobbie Mainoo's there. This manager is so hell-bent on playing Jude Bellingham is that he would risk taking off a right back to put Declan Rice there, not bring on Kobbie, who can contribute in that game by keeping the ball. He would rather drop Jude Bellingham back there and keep Kobbie on the bench. And I'm not sure if you guys see this as well, yeah? Did you see when, at the end of the game, when Tuchel was going over to Ivan Toney? Did you see Ivan Toney blank him?
Yeah.
Ivan Toney blanked him, yeah? Now, Ivan Toney is a bit of is in a difficult one because Harry Kane got the 2 goals and Harry Kane's Harry Kane, yeah. But these guys, why are they here? They're here for what reason? The manager's not even making use of the squad, really. It's the same shit, same like for like replacements, yeah. And as I said, when they play someone serious, they're in big trouble. Now, if they beat Mexico, it's going to be either Brazil, Brazil or Norway. Yeah, I can see if they beat Mexico, that being the game where they get exposed, because England don't play good football. They rely on set pieces, and in Harry Kane, they've got the best striker in the world right now that they're relying upon. Fitz, what did you make of the game anyway?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, fucking like just what you said then about if they'd have been a bit more clinical, like England would have been out. The first thing that comes to mind was that was it Visser that had the fucking the second
when he hit the post, yeah.
It should be,
bro. If he scores that, they're out of there.
Yeah. And to be fair, like it just gone into the hydration break, and I put it into a group chat like, yo, I think England are out of here, you know. I think this is done. And obviously fucking within like 5 minutes or something, Harry Kane fucking come back on and fucking back too. But
yeah, he's a bad boy, man.
I was even saying, like, to be fair, that's literally only because Kane just switched it on from nowhere, but like no one could see that coming. You know what I mean? Because it was like Harry Kane, like you said, he'd done nothing of note throughout the game, and then obviously, just turned it on right at the end for us, innit? But
he's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
The one thing I was saying though was like realistically, this is like what's missing. Like what happens when Plan A, because like Plan A clearly didn't work, and Kane had to just make something happen. You know what I mean? Realistically, where those don't have those kind of players at all, like someone you can bring on to just change a game, because when everything is predictable, you can plan for it. You can't plan something like when France bring on a Turkey, you can't plan for Turkey. I mean, you can plan to an extent, but he's going to open up a game in his own way. I mean, we just don't have that. The only literally hanging all our hopes on Harry Kane, which for me, this is very reminiscent of every fucking tournament we've ever been in. We've hung our hopes on Rooney, Owen, Shearer, fucking, you know what I mean? Gascoigne before him, Lineker before him. Well, the fuck, why all these on one guy when we had options where it was, like I say, this whole like for like shit. We're only just getting away with it with these lesser teams. I don't even know if get away with it against Mexico. You know what I mean?
Well, like, we're gonna see now, because because the thing is, England haven't played no one. Look what they've played. Yeah, an Asian Croatian team, Ghana, Panama, and DR Congo. Yeah, they keep playing these teams that they're expected to beat. The problem's going to come here is when they play teams that they're not expected to beat, what they're going to do. This Mexico game will be very different, but you'd probably say England will be the slight favourites, even though it's in high altitude, isn't it? But my thing is... bro, your thing's lagging again, you know? Yeah, come back out and go back in, or refresh it, yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, guys, Fitz will be back, man. It's just I think the connection is just messing up, man. I'll be back. So Mojo says Rashford was stinky. The Gordon sub won the game, even though I don't rate him that highly. Yeah, but I think with one thing about Anthony Gordon, is that Anthony Gordon's got energy and pace. So when you're playing up against a team that are defending for the majority of the game, you know, making a sub like Anthony Gordon isn't really rocket science, because he's got pace, he's got energy, and he's going to keep going. So in that sense, you could say it kind of worked. I think they said that Gordon come on and got 2 assists as well. But my whole thing is when they play up against a team, that has quality, that can match them physically and for pace, they're gonna struggle, England. I promise you, because they haven't played well in any of these games, but they've got over the line purely because of the teams they're playing. I've never seen an England team consistently play against teams like Panama, Congo, Ghana, and an aging Croatia. And this is what I've also said about England. I want to see England play up against Brazil, Portugal, Belgium, Holland, Spain, France, Argentina. I want to see them play even Colombia. I want to see them play teams like that, and then they can really see what England are on. Because I'll tell you this now, Colombia would give them problems, and all the other teams I've mentioned would all give them problems. And they're the kind of teams that I want to see England play. But unfortunately, you have to beat what's in front of you. I hear that. But they're gonna get a massive surprise, man, when they play some of these nations, because you can't keep scumbagging it all the way to a final. It's impossible. They're gonna play someone and they're gonna get their ass handed to them. I promise you. Because the only reason Congo didn't win that game is because I said it at the time. When Vissa didn't score that goal when he hit the post, I said, you know what? That's gonna come and cost them, because England are gonna apply the pressure and eventually they're gonna get a chance. And it's just lucky that the chances fell to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane's world class. So the facts are, man, as soon as England play anyone serious, again, it might not even get to them. It might be Mexico, might be, it might be the team that actually embarrasses them. But I can't get behind an England team watching this kind of football and watching what's going on here. I've never seen it. I've never seen, where a manager is so hell-bent on just playing route one and playing with just physical players that have pace. It's boring. And they only beat Congo really because Congo are not rated as a top nation like that. Because had they have played any of the teams that I said and playing the way they did, they'd have been going home. It's that simple. It's that simple. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Guys, I'm gonna wait and see if Fitz come back, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I think his internet's messing up. I'll give it a couple of minutes, and if not, we'll wrap it up. But yeah, make sure, guys, you smash that like button as well. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're new in here, and make sure you follow Fitz on his socials, which is in the description. Yeah, I think his internet's playing up. So 1 minute, I'll give him. And yeah, guys, should be back next week for the Belgium one. So yeah, keep your notifications on as well to see when we go live. 1 second, let me just. Let me see if he's. Yes, people. Yeah. Fitz is his internet connection is just pissing about, man. So it's cool. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up anyway. So as I said, our England all-time 11 from 95 till present: Joe Hart in goal, Carl Walker right back, Ashley Cole left back, Sol Campbell, Rio Ferdinand, Scholes, Beckham, and Gascoigne in the midfield three, Rooney in the 10, and in the front two of Andy Cole and Harry Kane. And as I said, that is a strong team. You know, that will take some beating. No, it's not going to trouble the Brazil team, in my opinion. But the France team, the Holland team, could give it a run for its money, I'll be honest, you know. But yeah, it is a strong team. But guys, yeah, we'll be back next week for the Belgium one. So yeah, we are going to try and go through all the teams as whilst the World Cup is on. And again, if there's any transfer news that happens, especially in Man United, I'll be reacting to it, whether I do a video, you know, or a short, or even a live. It depends. But yeah, big up to everyone coming through each and every time. Make sure you smash that like button as well. Make sure you sub to the channel if it's your first time in there. And yeah, make sure you follow Fitz as well on his Instagram, which is in the description. And as I said, yeah, other than that, guys, enjoy the World Cup. Obviously, England playing on Sunday against Mexico. Mad hours in the morning. But yeah, let's see what happens, because this could be their actual first test come this tournament, playing against Mexico. You know, it's going to be in Mexico City as well, in high altitude. So that's going to be difficult, you know. And as I said, this pace and power, it could be the undoing, because England haven't taken any footballers, and this could be the game where they come unstuck. So let's wait and see. But guys, other than that, big up to yourselves each and every time. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Big up to all the mods as well.